Hello there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
I'm going on an adventure!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fandom Fights. We're here for the start of the 2024 season for The Last One Standing. I am Tim Bercala. I'm your host for the evening. I've got with me the best host in the biz. We got Nicholas J. Tuig. Nicholas, how are you, my friend? And are you excited for another Last One Standing? Last event, pretty intense. Lots happened.
So much.
What do you think about this one?
Very excited, Tim. Last One Standing can be the kickstart to people's careers. It can be the cherry on people who've already accomplished things, careers. I'm very excited. This is an awesome event. It's literally anyone's chance to do something great. You can be 0 and a million, and you could win this event and be 1 in a million as the champion tomorrow. So I'm very excited for this. I love this event. This year it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be a little peek behind the curtain. We've had a lot of people drop last minute. A lot of people who other people predicted may win this whole thing. So some big names aren't here. I can confirm right now that no one who has won this event before is playing in it tonight. So we will have a new winner winning this event. So I'm pumped. I hope you're pumped. There's going to be a lot of surprises here and there.
Joke's on you. I'm actually playing because I know all the questions, so I'll still get them wrong.
I knew you had me send you the doc for a reason.
Ha ha. Okay, so Nick, I think we just get into it.
Rules-ish?
Yeah, the rules. Here's how I'll explain it, Nick, since you're going to bring in people. The rules, this is how it's going to work. There are going to be 5 questions per round of 5 players, a table, if you will, of 5 players. Each of them are going to get 5 questions, whiteboard only. And if you get the 5 questions correct, that means you probably are moving on. But the person with the lowest score is going to be put out. If there's a tie, what's that?
Person or persons.
Yes, if there's a tie for the lowest score, those people will be removed. So at the most, 4 people can be removed from a table at a time. If there's a tie all the way around, we'll give some bonus questions to find out who is going to move on to the next round. So we're going to do that through, we have 30 competitors, Nick? 35 competitors going on to find a victor at the end of all this. There are no challenges in the Last One Standing. This doc has been incredibly well vetted by Nick and me, so get over it. Yeah, you got new categories showing up here, Nick. Each player will get 1 repeat per round, per table, and only 1 repeat per question on the question. So if player number 1 uses a repeat on question 1, no more repeats on that question. So, Nick, I think I covered everything, not as well as you elegantly normally would.
That was beautiful.
But, Nick, why don't you introduce our first table? Let's kick it off.
Let's kick it off, Tim. We'll start with at the beginning, where all good stories start. First, let's bring in This Is Me with my camera off, and it's going to be in the middle there.
Yeah.
So we'll start with number 1. Coming in at number 1, Mr. Jacoby Bancroft.
Whoa.
Hey, guys.
Hey, don't buy a lottery ticket, as I told you in your thing. Especially as I announce number 2. Coming at number 2, he is the former singles and teams champion. It's Joe Ferry.
2 times teams champion.
2 times. I had that written down too. God damn it. That sucked.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Welcome back, sir. Coming in at number 3, he made his debut last year. It's Chadwick Webb.
Hey.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm in. Look at the company that I'm in. I'm probably not going to go that far. I probably would do better if I was at the end, but I hope I do okay.
That's what most people would say. I would agree. As we move to number 4, he will be debuting this year. It's Eric Moreno. What is up, Eric?
Hello.
Welcome. Happy to have you. As we bring in number 5, because this table was just a little too nice. It's a little too full of people we enjoy, whose company we enjoy. So, number 5, back again in Fandom is Caleb Coho, the former team's champion. Caleb Coho. Oh, you were wearing a crown before. I thought you were going to be annoying. You're not annoying.
Parlay.
Parlay. All right, gents, any questions as we get started?
I think we're good.
All right. Tim, do you want to start?
Sure, I'll kick us off. Your first question is going to be from the category of Marvel. Your question is, in Spider-Man 2, what do 2 young boys give to Spider-Man once he wakes up on the train after stopping it from crashing? This is one of those classic, what do 2 young boys give to Spider-Man after he wakes up on a train?
For God's sake.
That's a good, I love those kinds of questions.
I fucking love those questions, Nick. Every time they pop up, I just, they're classic.
Yeah. There's just so many.
3, 2, 1, pens down. Let's go to Jacoby.
I said his mask.
Joe Farrelly.
His mask.
Let's go to Chadwick.
Well, we found something. His Spidey mask is what I wrote.
Eric.
His mask.
And Coho.
I missed you, Tim. His mask.
Oh, that's great. So that's a clean sweep. I miss you too, Kim. 1 across the board. Nick, what's next?
We'll move to the next question, which comes in the new category of Criminal Underworld. And your question is, who plays Debbie Ocean in Ocean's 8?
Have you seen this one yet, Nick?
I saw it when it came out.
So did I, with the macaw.
I saw it with the Italian.
Nice. The macaw had a chance to be here tonight and play, and she said, aren't there new fucking categories? Hell no.
Come on.
Reasonable.
And then she said, I'll be with a
5,
baby, but the baby's
4,
asleep. So
3, 2,
how that worked.
1. Pens down. We'll go to Joe.
Sandra Bullock.
Chadwick.
Sandra Bullock.
Eric.
Sandra Bullock.
Coho.
Sandra Bullock.
And Jacoby.
Sandra Bullock.
All right, great round to start, 2 apiece. Your next question is in the category of Disney animation. Which Disney animated film features a voice cast including Laurie Metcalf, Emma Thompson, and David Hyde Pierce? You know what I missed about Coho being here? When he hears a question and he goes,
You know what I missed? I missed once he knows the answer and he writes it down and then he goes.
a lot of people do that. Joe does that. Look at Joe.
No, Joe's is in front with the hand underneath.
I know what he means.
Hands on screen. So it gets the hands on screen.
Down. Let's go to Chadwick.
I didn't get it.
Eric.
Treasure Planet.
Let's go to Coho.
My favorite. Treasure Planet.
Jacoby.
Treasure Planet.
And Joseph.
Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet is correct. So we are tied 4
Can
across.
you repeat that?
Chadwick down with 2. Nicholas.
Your 4th question comes in the category of horror icons. After having a nightmare about drowning in her shower, Alice wakes up on the day of what significant event in A Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child?
Mr. Newberry was visiting me last week. He
was?
said that this was in bottom 5 worst fandom films.
Really?
I hate to disagree. It's not great,
No, it's not good.
but
Most of horror icons is not good, but I would say it's towards the top of the bottom half of just Nightmare on Elm Street.
that's fair. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Eric.
Graduation Day.
Let's go to Coho.
I said Graduation.
Let's go to Jacoby.
I also said Graduation.
Joe
I also said Graduation.
and Chadwick.
Yeah, same Graduation.
Graduation is correct. So everybody's correct. And the final question of the round is in the category of sci-fi icons. Your question: what is the name of the Transformer disguised as a car that Noah tries to steal in Transformers: Rise of the Beasts?
I was about to be like, maybe these should be harder. Hopefully they get harder because people aren't missing very much at the moment. But now people look perplexed.
Really good players, Nick.
That could be it.
I don't remember. And I like it. And I forgot.
This movie was like, okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Caleb Coho.
Mirage.
We're going to go to Jacoby.
I said pinball.
We're going to go to Joe.
Mirage.
Chadwick.
Looks like I'm not taking anyone with me. Bumblebee.
And Eric.
No, I didn't write anything. Forgot.
Mirage is correct, and that's a perfect round for Caleb Coho and Joe Farrelly. But that does mean that we have to say goodbye to Mr. Webb. Chadwick, thanks for being here. Great round. But Nick, that means we got to replace him with someone else. Who are we bringing in?
Indeed we do, Tim. We're going to bring in number 6. It's Matthew Chen.
Hey.
Hey.
Matthew, it's been a while.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, am I up?
You are up.
All right, then your first question, new round here. Tim, if you could rearrange people where they're supposed to be. New round.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Your first question is going to come in mixed bag. Ooh. Your question is, which Wizarding World character said the quote, "You mustn't blame yourself for how this one turned out, Vernon"?
You expect me to remember when people came in?
I don't know.
I'll try my best.
Pretty sure the co-host like been on the first table every time. In both.
Question, please.
All right. That is Joe's one and only repeat for the round. The question again: which Wizarding World character said the quote, "You mustn't blame yourself for how this one turned out, Vernon"?
So this doesn't air until the end of the month. How do you feel about the Packers going to the Super Bowl?
Good for them.
This might age poorly, but they played great today. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jacoby.
Is her name Aunt Marge?
Let's go to Joe.
Marge.
Eric.
I wrote Petunia Dursley.
Let's go to Coho.
And Marge.
And Matthew.
I blanked on Marge, so I said Petunia.
Marge is correct. So that makes it 1 apiece for Jacoby, Joe, and Coho. Your next question is in the category of Worlds of DC. Your question: who directed The Flash? I saw maybe the dumbest tweet about this movie the other day. A lot of discourse about this movie is rough.
True.
Specifically around tomato cans. But the worst one I saw was, maybe they should have just had Grant Gustin. And I went, do you even know? 5, 4.
I don't know.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Andy Muschietti.
Eric.
I almost forgot, but then I remembered the guy from it, Andy Muschietti.
That's correct. Let's go to Coho.
This movie's not that bad. Andy Muschietti.
It's pretty bad. And Matthew.
Andy Muschietti.
And Jacoby.
Andy Muschietti.
Andy Muschietti is correct. So we move on to the next one. What is it, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of James Bond. And your question is, how many times did George Lazenby play James Bond? I just sent someone the wrong thing because I copied the wrong thing.
Did you send a player the doc?
That would be awesome. And I very much was close to.
That would have been fun.
What's this? It looks like I now have all the answers.
I would literally have to tell that person, you can't play now. I'm sorry.
Hands down. Let's go to Eric.
The one time in the best movie. One.
That's a fair take. Coho
1.
and Matthew,
1.
Jacoby,
1.
and Joe probably got it wrong, so we don't need to go to him. Joe.
1.
Oh, you did get it right. Good job, Joe. Okay, that's correct.
Last minute study. That was
Your next question is in the category of the MCU. What is the name of the location where Peggy tells Steve to meet her for a dance before his ship crashes in Captain America: The First Avenger?
Tim, can I get a score recap?
I got Jacoby 3, Joe 3, Eric 2, Coho 3, Matthew 2.
Cool. So everyone got the Flash director question?
Yes.
Great.
They all got Zack Snyder. Correct.
Love to hear it.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat.
1. All right, it's going to be a repeat for Matthew. What is the name of the location where Peggy tells Steve to meet her for a dance before his ship crashes in Captain America: The First Avenger? You love this film.
I am a fan. This is true.
I am a fan as well. I remember seeing it in the theater in 3D, and the ticket person handed us the glasses, and my dad went, "The fuck?" 5, 4, 3,
Reasonable response, I suppose.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Coho.
I wrote down Steppers. I got nothing.
Wrong. Matthew.
The Stork Club?
Let's go to Jacoby.
I said the Blue Room.
Ooh, Joe.
The Stork Club.
Eric.
I wrote Bernie's because.
And that's it, right? We started with Coho. Yeah. Okay. Interesting situation here. So Joe now leads with 4. Everyone else is at 3.
Oh,
So
Eric at 2.
Eric's at 2. I'm sorry. My apologies. I gave Eric an extra point. So still an interesting situation nonetheless. So we move into the final question. And Nick, what is the category?
The category is DreamWorks animation. And your question is, a general plans on drowning all the characters who live in the same area as the main character in which DreamWorks film?
Nick, a couple people went straight to their boards on this one.
Interesting.
That is interesting. When you tested me on this question, I did not know the answer. However, I was wildly intoxicated, and I must say, as a sober man, I still would not have known the answer. So
makes sense.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Matthew, let's go to you.
Ants.
Let's go to Jacoby.
I said ants.
Joe.
Ants.
And Eric.
I only wanted to survive one round, so I'm happy to go with ants.
And Coho.
Kung Fu Panda 2.
Oh, and with that, Eric and Coho are eliminated. And
Don't worry, Parlay Brother.
that's another perfect round for Joe Farrelly as well. Joe Farrelly picking up another perfect round. So, wow, that was a great one.
2 rounds in, Tim. Some wild shit's happening.
Let's bring in the next 2 players. Who are we bringing in?
Absolutely. We'll start with number 7, debut rookie from last year. It's Dean Manis.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, this board was looking much more roguey.
And we will close it out. Yeah, it actually is, because we're going to close it out with number 8, Alex Martinez.
Oh, yes.
Cool. All right. Tim, you?
Yeah. Your first question is going to come in the category of epic adventures. Your question: what is the subtitle of the second film in the Chronicles of Narnia series? Not to be confused with the Chronicles of Riddick. If you've been studying that, sorry. You're wrong.
That's a pretty epic adventure, though.
It's pretty intense. I watched Pitch Black like 6 months ago. Mildly underrated. But the other 2,
not enough family for me.
4. That's fair. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Jacoby.
Prince Caspian.
We're going to go to Joe.
Prince Caspian.
We'll go to Matthew.
Prince Caspian.
Dean.
Prince Caspian.
And Mr. Martinez.
Prince Caspian.
Clean sweep, Nicholas. What's next?
Your next question will come in the category of slow loading computer. The category is creature features. And that question is, who directed Jurassic World Dominion?
Nick, the Jurassic films used to be in Fandom.
They did indeed. Not this one.
But not this one is what I was going to say.
Inside your head, Tim.
Yeah.
All up inside.
Whoa. It's almost like you and I know each other, kind of.
Who are you?
What's your name? 5.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mr. Farrelly.
Colin Trevorrow.
Let's go to that's a way to say it. Matthew.
Colin Trevorrow.
Oh my God. Let's go to Dean.
I didn't get it.
Alex.
Ruben Fleischer.
Let's go to Jacoby.
Colin Trevorrow, but I spelled it probably wildly differently than them.
Trev. Yeah, no, I would take that. Yeah.
Me?
Trevorrow is how I always say it. So with that, Jacoby, Joe, and Matthew all have 2. Dean and Alex with 1. Your next question is going to come to you in the category of Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. How many Star Wars films were directed by George Lucas? Nick, back-to-back directors questions. Do you hate yourself?
I do.
Fair. I know you, like I said in the last question, pretty well. And like I also said, I was blackout drunk when you tested me on this, so I probably didn't pick up on this.
Yes, that expert vetting you talked about was me reading you half of the questions one time while you don't remember.
My lawyer was present. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I was not blackout drunk. Let's go to Matthew.
4.
Let's go to Mr. Manis.
4.
We'll go to Alex.
4.
Jacoby.
Ooh, I was nervous, but 4.
And Joseph.
4.
4 is correct. Nick, what's next?
Your next question will come in the category of Star Trek. What is the name of the planet that Krall's base is on in Star Trek Beyond?
Did you know that I was once on a podcast where I had to speak highly about The Rise of Skywalker for 90 minutes because Alex Martinez and David Garcia said that I was probably the only person they knew that liked it.
That's right. I remember that.
It was fun.
Thank you for coming.
It's one of the greatest thumbnails.
We had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
The thumbnail is still the best, one of the best of all time.
2, I don't remember it. 1, pens down. I'll have to look it up during a break. Let's go over to Dean.
Couldn't pull it. I said Nimbus.
Let's go. That's a good guess. Let's go to Alex.
Ultimate.
Let's go to Jacoby.
I said Unger.
Ooh, I'm Hunger. Let's go to Joe.
Ultimate.
And Matthew.
No, I completely blanked.
Ultimate is correct. So your final question in this round is going to come in the category of American Spies. Which 2 people fight Solomon Lane in his safe house at the end of Mission Impossible Fallout? You know what my favorite thing about this series is?
What's that?
When I finished watching the next entry of this series in the theater, I messaged you a very specific message, and you texted me back immediately and said, I was about to tell you the same thing.
That did happen. That's correct.
Wonder if people can figure it out. 5.
I think you messaged me directly after the last Bond film, I think.
I did do that. 1. You're the only person I knew that liked them. Let's go to Alex.
Said Benji and Ilsa.
Let's go to Jacoby.
I said Benji and Faust.
Let's go to Joe.
Ilsa and Benji.
And Matthew.
Ilsa and Benji.
And Dean.
Benji and Ilsa.
Benji and Ilsa. Faust also acceptable, but with that, that means that Dean, unfortunately, is eliminated.
Lucky Dean.
And Nick, that is the 3rd perfect round for Joe Farrelly.
Yeah.
I got a little thrown. Jacoby throwing out last names. What are you doing to me? So
I didn't know if like ISLA or ILSA. So I was like, I don't want to rip that.
Nick, who do we got coming in next?
Coming in next is going to be, let me just make sure I have the number correct. Number 9, making his debut in fandom this year, it's John Marr.
We got this.
Am I up, Tim?
You're up.
All right, your first question in this new round is going to come in the category of YA. Who plays Ava Page in the Maze Runner trilogy?
I have an employee named Ava.
I do too. I have 2 of them.
I do not have any pages, though.
There's like 100 of them. I don't think I do.
I have like 30 employees. You have 100? Jesus. 5, 4, 3.
Between 100 and like 120, yeah.
Pens down. Let's go to Jacoby.
Hope right. Is it Patricia Clarkson?
And Joe.
Trisha Clarkson.
Matthew.
I didn't know who that was. I said Rosa Salazar.
That is a person in those movies. Let's go to Alex.
I didn't have it.
And John.
That sounds good. I don't have it.
Patricia Clarkson is correct. So your next question is going to come to you in the category of criminal underworld. Your question is, prior to her reappearance in Fast X, it is believed that the character Giselle died in which Fast and Furious film? I saw Fast X in the cinema. A transcendent experience.
Interesting. Not to give anything away, but someone messaged us saying that with this franchise coming back to fandom, there's going to be a lot of issues with remembering the names of titles.
5. Yes. 4.
They changed.
2.
They change often.
1. Hands down. Let's go to Jacoby. Or no, I'm sorry. Joe.
Fast and Furious 6.
Matthew.
I said Furious 7.
Alex.
Fun fact, I haven't watched that yet. Furious 7.
John.
I said Fast 5.
And Jacoby.
Fast and Furious 6.
Fast and Furious 6 is correct. So Jacoby and Joe stay tied at 2. Your next question is going to come to you from Nicholas.
And it's in the category of Pixar. Your question is, who voices Chef Auguste Gusteau in Ratatouille?
I think if I didn't, drop out of college and become a manager of a movie theater, I would have become a chef.
Wait, so if you had stayed in college,
yes,
you became a chef.
Yes.
Interesting.
I went to college to become a youth pastor. So
I was going to ask, were you in culinary
school? No. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Matthew.
I said Brad Garrett.
Let's go to Alex.
When in doubt, John Ratzenberger.
John.
I said Gerard Depardieu because he's French.
That's a good guess. Jacoby.
I also said Brad Garrett.
And Joseph.
It was him or Garland, but I went Brad Garrett.
Brad Garrett is correct. So your next question is going to come to you in the category of Law and Order Dun. Your question is, what is Mike's partner Marcus's last name in the Bad Boys trilogy?
Ooh.
This is one of those famous, what is that character's last name?
Correct.
They say the other one so many times.
What was that thing?
You excited for the 4th one? It's coming out.
Excited is I don't know if I would say that.
I liked the 3rd one.
Sure, no, I don't dislike them, but it's not something.
I went to see it with one Tyler Butler, and we both lost our minds at how decent it was. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Alex
Jones.
No. Let's go to John.
I think I might have got one. Bennett?
No.
Oh.
Because I also said Bennett.
No. Joe.
Burnett.
And Matthew.
I didn't have it.
Damn.
That is correct. So, Joe got it. That Bennett killed me. Okay. So your final question of this round, and lots of things could happen here. Your question's going to come to you from Nick.
And the question is in the category of DC. How specifically does Martin fake his death at the beginning of Red 2?
Your thoughts on detectives and comics.
Josh. Vamp, Tim.
Whoa! Red 2! Probably should have been nominated for Best Picture, said Caleb at some point. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question, Tim.
Okay. The question again in the category of DC. How specifically does Marvin
Specifically does Marvin fake his death at the beginning of Red 2?
Did you have the name wrong?
Yes, I did.
You freaked out?
And something felt wrong, and I went to look at it, and I was correct. That something was askew.
So you made me... Nick, I vetted this doc. Are you telling me that you changed it after I vetted the doc?
Yeah, I did.
How
I was like, I'm going to throw in this fake name to see if
just to fuck with Tim. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
Good old fashioned car explosion.
We will go to Jacoby.
I said heart attack.
Joe.
Has a fake funeral.
Let's go to Matthew.
I also said car explosion.
And Alex.
And I said explosion.
Can we take car explosion or explosion?
We can't take. We said specific. We need car explosion.
Car explosion was the specifically correct answer. So with that, that means that Alex is unfortunately eliminated. John squeaks it out there with that 1 point, and
Get out of here.
The streak of perfect rounds for Joe has ended. Although he does have a funeral because of the fake car explosion. So,
and also, that's the first time Jacoby didn't get 4.
Hey,
that was also happening.
Hey,
all right. Who could it be? Tim coming in at number 10. It's Michael Campbell.
Oh my God! I almost bring in the next person on just to fuck with it. But hey, Michael. Hey.
It's very fun to come in halfway through inside jokes.
Hibernation sickness, the eyesight will return in time.
I'm headphoning this now. So
there you go.
That's great. Okay, that's perfect. Let's move on. Brian, edit how you will. So I'm going to give you your first question in this round. It's going to come in the category of Jimmy B, James Bond. What is the name of the man whose identity Donald Grant assumes after killing him in order to meet Bond in From Russia with Love? I once had to write deep cut questions for this movie because you were playing in a match, Nick, and in which it was picked. I believe it was you versus, I want to say, Mark Menchaca. And you both got the question I wrote wrong. And then it had me questioning whether or not I wrote a shitty question or not. So fuck you for that. 5, 4, 3, 1. Pens down. I still love you. Jacoby.
Claws.
No. Let's go to Joe.
Nash.
We'll go to Matthew.
I got nothing.
John.
Nash sounds right. I put David West. That's a name.
That's right. Let's go to Michael.
I said Harold Holt. Which
Nash is correct. So Joe will hit that one. Your next question is going to come to you from Nick.
And it's in the category of horror icons. Who plays Corey in Halloween Ends? It should say the legend.
The horror icon.
The horror icon. Corey.
Name.
What a bitch.
We're going to rename the category to horror icons.
Oh my God.
For Corey.
I don't think I've ever seen Maggie so fired up in a cinema.
Like with anger?
Yo, she was so mad. You thought I was mad after like kills and ends. Like she was pissed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Blank.
Oh, let's go to Matthew.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We'll go to John.
Yeah. Rowan Campbell.
Let's go to Michael.
For the first and only time tonight, I have the same answer as Joe.
Okay. And let's go to Jacoby.
Simon Buccelli.
Rowan Campbell is correct. So John, the horror man, hits that one. He ties with Joe for the lead now.
That's the only time you'll ever hear that in the history of life.
I'm playing in Melee next year. You never know.
Your next question is in the category of the sci-fi cons. Your question. In Back to the Future Part 3, what mode of transportation pushes the DeLorean back up to speed in order to get back to 1985?
Should we call this core hi-fi icons?
Stop. Stop it. I've only seen this movie once.
Really?
I have
We
only
did an
seen
escape room.
I've only seen each of these movies once.
We did an escape room and based around these movies. It was fun.
What? Pens down. Nice. Let's go to Mr. Chen.
I said train.
We'll go to John.
A locomotive.
Michael.
I said train.
Oh my god. And Jacoby.
Train.
And Joe.
Train.
Train or a locomotive is correct. Nick, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of mixed bag. And your question is, name 4 first films in a fandom series from different fandom categories composed by John Williams.
We will give you extra time on this one.
Did that make sense when I said that out loud?
I understood you perfectly, Mr. Tuhig.
Love it. That's all I hope for.
I showed Maggie the new fandom intro, and she said,
She said
I could have done better.
Oh.
She hasn't seen the outro yet, though, which I have not made.
Do you think she's trying to be like the teacher in Whiplash, where it's like no matter how good you do, you can always.
Repeat the question.
All right, I heard a repeat from Joe first. So, question again from Nick.
The question is, name 4 first films in a fandom series from different fandom categories composed by John Williams.
Oh, from different categories. Shit. Okay. Thank you.
Your thoughts on the Green Bay Packers going to the Super Bowl?
I'm not sure they are. I feel like you're lying to me, and you're just sort of trying to put this out in the universe and hoping it will have happened.
I put it out into the universe that they were going to win today, and they did. And today,
Are they actually not in the Super Bowl?
We don't know yet.
Oh, so you were lying.
They won today, but by the time this airs, they could be 5, 4,
nothing.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we are to John.
Okay. Jaws, Star Wars, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Okay, we will go to Matthew. Or I'm sorry, Michael. Fuck.
Yeah. I said A New Hope, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and Superman the movie.
Hey, Jacoby.
I think what John said. I said Jaws, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Star Wars: The New Hope.
And Joe?
Yeah, Jaws would have saved me having to use the repeat, but I said Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, and Superman the movie.
And Matthew.
I said A New Hope, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Superman, and Jaws.
I think we can take Indiana Jones and the Raiders and Superman just by itself. Yeah, okay. Yep. So with that, I have quick score check. Jacoby at 2, Joe at 3, Matthew at 2, John at 3, and Michael at 2.
Indeed, Tim.
A lot can happen on this one. The final question of this round, it's in the category of everyone's favorite, Disney animation. And the question is, how is Hades related to Hercules in Hercules?
In Encanto? Or
what?
In Hercules. That'd be a different
days. You're like Mark Menchaca sending gifts for your strengths, and one day I'm gonna put the wrong thing there, and he's gonna have to answer from frickin' DreamWorks when he meant scores and soundtracks.
Well, that's gone, so he's fucked.
Whatever. Yeah.
It's not a category anymore. 5, 4, 3.
Everyone in danger here, Tim.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Michael.
Hades is Herc's uncle.
Jacoby.
I said uncle.
Joe.
Uncle.
Matthew.
Uncle.
There we go.
And John.
I did the shorthand for father's brother.
Uncle is correct. So with that, John and Joe are moving on. Jacoby, Matthew, and Michael have all been eliminated. Wow.
I don't belong here. This is crazy.
That was nuts. And Jacoby making it from the first table all the way up through here.
Yeah,
That
Matthew
was
having a good showing. That was great.
We need 3 more people to add. Who
Indeed, we do. I believe we have them, Tim. So we're going to go ahead and move right along to number 11, my personal favorite number. It's Dylan Van Thine.
Hi.
Hi, Dylan.
Man, if this was a melee, the last one standing, I'd be fucked.
We'll move on to number 12. Debuting this year as well is Brian Nussbaum.
Hey.
Hello, welcome. And number 13, returning to fandom, it's Cody Newberry.
Oh, shoot.
How many challenges do I get?
Wait till Kaiser hears that news.
Oh, good lord. All right, Tim, am I up?
You are up, sir.
Great. The first question of this round will come in the category of Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features the planet Pasana?
I just saw Star Wars and Planet and Cody. And I started losing it. Oh, man. That's funny.
Indeed, indeed.
Man, I wish the macaw had returned. That would have been so fun.
We could have played the video.
We don't have the video. I don't think it exists anymore.
We could find it.
We probably could find it. 5, 4,
need to see links.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Joe.
The Rise of Skywalker.
We're going to go to John.
I mean, that's probably right. I went The Last Jedi.
We're going to go to Dylan.
I said Solo, a Star Wars story.
Brian.
I also said The Last Jedi.
And Cody.
I went with that cartoon fuck.
It is The Rise of Skywalker. So your next question is in the category of DreamWorks Animation. Your question is, who voices Alex the Lion in the Madagascar franchise?
Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, that was good.
It's like he says it in the movie. What are your thoughts on this franchise? Are you yay or nay?
I'm like, the franchise in total?
I think there's one movie that is very good, and the rest of them are not good movies with very funny moments sprinkled in them. 5.
That's fair.
I'll do my repeat.
All right, that's going to be a repeat for John. Your question again is, who voices Alex the Lion in the Madagascar franchise?
People, there we go. Well, I think there are 2 good movies, not very good. I think there are 2 good ones, and then one that's not good. I would say it's bad.
I'm kind of interested. Which one?
And then one that is, it's okay.
Now I'm curious. I'm very curious.
I mean, I went in order.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to John.
Chris Rock.
You're close, kind of, a little bit, not really. Let's go to Dylan.
Ben Stiller.
Let's go to Brian.
So Jerry Stiller, Ben Stiller.
And Cody.
All are bad. Ben Stiller.
And Joe.
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller is correct. So, what's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of American Spies. In The Bourne Legacy, Marta hides in a closet while a man murders everyone in her lab. What does she use to tie the door shut so the man can't get to her? Do you like this franchise or Madagascar? If you could only pick one.
This one.
I think I'd take Madagascar.
Really?
This
You get sleepy watching these.
These movies bore me to tears.
I like all of them but the final one.
I'm sure they're fine, but it's just
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Dylan.
No idea. I said a necktie.
We'll go to Brian.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this fashion either. I guess rope.
Cody.
I'll put a towel.
Joe.
A belt.
And John.
Her stockings. Why not?
All are incorrect. We're looking for her lab coat.
Oh,
Lab coat.
Okay.
Tough question, Nick, but nobody got that one, so we stay where we're at. And we go into the next question, which is in the category of Marvel. Your question is, who plays the mysterious villain known as the Shepherd in The King's Man?
The man?
I have something to tell you, but I gotta wait till this question's over. Because it has to do with this movie. So
Does this movie star Thomas Scully
whoa! Hey ho!
as the king?
Yeah, I get it.
Their partners. Coho calls himself that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Brian.
What is your size per wayfinds?
No. Cody.
No.
Joe.
Matthew Good.
John.
Stanley Tucci's in a lot of movies.
And Dylan.
Said Risa Fons.
Matthew Good is correct. So, the final question of this round, what category is it coming from, Nick?
The final question will come in the category of the worlds of DC. How does Diablo die in Suicide Squad?
No,
Jinx. You can't
I fucking love you. Oh,
you can't talk anymore. You can't talk. And I have to say your name the rest of the time. Though if you say time without E, it's Tim.
Tim. 5, 4, 3.
I'll use
2.
my repeat.
All right, that's gonna be a repeat for Dylan.
All right, then question again. How does Diablo die in Suicide Squad? Oh, my ankle just exploded out of its socket, and it hurt.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because it hurt.
I'm so sorry.
You know the time minus E is 10?
5, 4, yes, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Cody and see what happens.
I put blows up.
We will go to Joe.
Explosion.
John.
He blows himself up.
We'll go to Dylan.
Explosion.
And Brian.
I put he sacrificed himself.
Thoughts, Nick?
I don't think we can take Brian.
It's all
I think we can.
I think we can take everyone else's.
Yeah, I think so too.
And so that means Brian and John
Yep.
are both eliminated. So
Yep.
Brian and John are eliminated. Goodbye.
Thank you both for being here.
You go, Cody.
Coming in at number 14, it's Jeremy Potters.
Hey.
Bring out the dead.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was a statement, not a reference to your team name. All right. And coming in at number 15, it's Mike Schick. Hello.
Yeah.
Everyone on this
I'm so-
table be friends.
Great.
Tim, am I up? No, you're up.
No, I am up. So your first question, gentlemen, in this round is going to be in the category of, it's my favorite. It's Star Trek. Your question is, who plays the villain, General Chang, in Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country? This is the one where there are countries undiscovered, but then, whoa, Nick, discoveries?
Then wouldn't they be the discovered country?
Yeah, but at the time, anyway, what are you drinking tonight?
Rum and Coke, almost out.
Same. I just got a refill.
Type of rum? 5, 4,
Yes.
3, Captain, 2,
Of course.
1. Pens down. Go ahead, Tim.
We'll go to Joe.
Christopher Plummer.
Yes. We'll go to Dylan.
Oh, I was thinking the wrong person. Never mind.
I was going to make a Kevin Spacey joke, and it didn't come through. Cody.
I'm not going to sound like Bar. Let's just move on.
All right. Let's go to Big Business.
Christopher Plummer.
And Mike Shea.
Christopher Plummer.
Christopher Plummer is correct. Nick, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of YA. What type of food does Katniss receive via parachute in The Hunger Games?
Are you hungry?
Always.
What'd you have for dinner?
You want to talk about food right now?
Yeah. Oh. Ugh. Next question. Just remember, I want to talk about this.
Remember, and I will tell you.
Okay, great. 5.
I'm going to purposely not tell you.
2, 1. Pens down. I know Jeremy's on a bit of a delay. Let's go to Dylan.
I said hella bread.
Let's go to Cody.
How about soup?
We'll go to big business.
Apples.
We'll go Mike Shea.
I don't know why. My brain went to berries.
And Joe.
Soup.
Soup is correct. So your next question is going to come in the category of creature features. And your question is, which creature features film features creatures called skull crawlers? Go fuck yourself. I had chili for dinner. What did you have, Nick?
I had like a ravioli lasagna that
My God.
It was made for me. I did not.
Did Anna do this to you?
Anna's lovely mother made
Oh,
yes.
I love Sue. What a lady. Is that her name?
Sue?
Yeah. Oh, damn. 5. What is it? 4.
Kathy.
Damn, I was close. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Cody.
What was TBNT? I have no clue.
I fucking hate you for this, Cody. Just wait. Let's go to Jeremy.
Oh, Con Skull.
Let's go to Mike Shea.
I said The Descent.
Let's go to Joe.
Kong Skull Island.
And Dylan.
Kong Skull Island.
Kong Skull Island is
We should have watched it, asshole.
We were waiting for the which creatures features creatures. I've been waiting for that since it got announced. So thanks.
Oh my God, that was great. All right, Nick, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of epic adventures. How many Middle-earth films feature an acting performance from Billy Boyd? I forgot to send the link to the next people. Tim, what's going on?
Oh man, I have so much to say. This has been a lot of fun so far. We're an hour in. I want to thank Brian. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank Ellie's mom, aka my wife. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to go to Jeremy.
3.
We're going to go to Mike.
3.
We're going to go to Joe.
3.
We're going to go to Dylan.
3.
And Cody. 3 is correct. Billy Boyd is Pippin.
I know. I just didn't know if the fucker showed up in The Hobbit. That's my problem. Sorry.
All right. So the next question is going to come to you in the category of law and order. The question is, what fake name does Al Powell call John McClane over the radio until he learns his real name in Die Hard?
That's a great question.
Thank you. I did not write it.
It's a great question, Nick.
God, the Packers played great today.
Oh, did they?
They did. Go Pack Go.
Cody messaged me and I felt the love.
Go Cheeseheads, right?
I'm straight. Yep.
They wear cheese on their heads?
Yep.
Makes no sense.
Ellie was sitting there going, it was great. 5.
My knowledge of the Packers mostly comes from that 70s show, so it's all very, very early information.
That's fair. So we're going to Mike on this one.
Jim.
We're going to Joe next.
Roy.
We are going to Dylan.
It's a Jack.
Cody.
I'll put Fire Pants.
And Jeremy.
I said Rambo.
Roy is correct. And with that, Cody Newberry has been eliminated. Cody, great job tonight as we bring
Coming in at number 16, Brandon Dunlap, the other space wizard.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, guys? How's it going?
All right, Nick, kick us off. What's the next question?
Your first question comes in the category of Disney animation. What is the name of the Arendelle lieutenant and leader of the soldiers trapped in the fog in Frozen 2?
So you know how much I love these movies. Maggie's, we've been playing for Ellie a Disney playlist of songs.
Mm-hmm.
And today we played it on the TV for her, and a song from this movie came up, and Ellie was watching it just like transfixed, and it was like the cutest shit I've ever seen in my life. I am in trouble. My God. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Mr. Farrelly.
Just so I can prove I know who you were talking about. Sterling.
Hey, let's go to Dylan.
Rambo.
Hey, let's go to Jeremy.
Willard.
Let's go to Mike.
Steve from accounting.
And Brandon.
Nothing.
All right, all are incorrect. We were looking for Matthias.
Oh, jeez. All right, of course, right.
Next question is in the category of the MCU, and your question is simply, who directed The Avengers? So I have a friend from church. His name is Matthias. He's from Brazil, and it is spelled like Matthias, but it is pronounced Matthias. So for like the first month I knew him, I was like, "Hey, Matthias." He's like, "No, Matthias."
Shut up, time.
Yeah, pretty much. And I was like, "I'm so sorry." Very nice man, though. Plays the guitar like a friggin' maniac. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
Joss Whedon.
We will go to Jeremy.
Joss Whedon.
Mike Shea.
Joss Whedon.
Brandon Dunlap.
Joss Whedon.
Joe
Can you guys read it?
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon. It's correct. Clean sweep. We are all tied up. What's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of DC. Name 3 people who have voiced Batman in an animated DC film.
I was disappointed in myself that I got this wrong.
You should have been.
I was mad at myself, frankly.
I hope you're still feeling a bit of shame.
I am. I wish that I don't want Ellie to grow up with a father like this, but what's she gonna do? Man, Detroit's winning. What a crazy world to live in.
We took a drink at the same time.
Of the same drink?
No, I'm out. I'm gonna need a refill.
Are you doing Captain Morgan as well?
Yeah.
Repeat, please.
That is going to be a repeat for Jeremy.
Question again. Name 3 people who have voiced Batman in an animated DC film.
Who do you prefer, Batman or Man-Bat?
Man-Bat.
I like Man-Bat. Man-Bat's cool, dude.
Thank you.
Oh, I have a message for Cody, by the way, behind the scenes. Cody, we were talking about this last weekend. The day after you left, I began playing Gotham Knights. Not that bad. Actually quite fun. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play.
It got a bad rap.
It did. Did you play it, Mike?
Yeah, I didn't love it, but it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be.
Very enjoyable. 5.
Sounds awful.
2, 1. Depends on you hate everything. Let's go to Jeremy Potters.
Yeah, I'm so mad. Kevin Conroy, Keanu Reeves, and Adam West.
Wow, you hit the one that I missed. Let's go to Mike Shea.
Will Arnett, Kevin Conroy, Keanu Reeves.
Let's go to Brandon.
I put Kevin Conroy, Diedrich Bader, and Will Friedle because he played Terry McGinnis, who is Batman and Batman Beyond.
Ooh, let's go to Joe.
Said Keanu Reeves, Will Arnett, and Kevin Conroy.
And Dylan.
I think I screwed up the last one. Will Arnett, Kevin Conroy, and John Krasinski.
Unfortunately, you did, Dylan. The answers are Keanu Reeves, the one that I missed. Will Arnett, Kevin Conroy. The other one that I missed is Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel, the other one. So, with that, Nick, quick score check. I got Joe at 2, Dylan at 1, Jeremy at 1, Mike at 2, and Brandon at 1.
That's correct.
All right. So your next question is going to be in the category of the criminal underworld. Your question: what is the name of the programmable supervirus in Hobbs and Shaw? Dylan went straight to the board. I'm worried about his mental health.
That's fair.
I'm worried about my answer now.
There, I apologize.
I would be too if I was called out like that.
I shouldn't talk to the players. I apologize. Tell me your thoughts on Hobbs and Shaw.
Saw it on
Did you know that I could have watched this movie with Cody Newberry in theaters, but instead we saw Dora?
Did know that.
That's a true story. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat
1.
question.
Hands down pain, he says.
Joe got to repeat it.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah, he did.
The question again. What is the name of the programmable supervirus in Hobbs and Shaw? I enjoyed this film, for what it's worth.
That's good. I'm glad. Good for you, Tim. No one cares.
Okay, great.
Sorry. I was just a little upset at other things, and I took it out on you, and I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry.
Hey, man, the amount of times, like earlier in this call even, I said, fuck you. So
You did do that. That's right.
I don't remember why, but I remember saying fuck you to you at least 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Brandon Dunlap.
All right, I know I'm that this isn't I'm close, but it's The Cure. I know it's something generic like that.
Joe.
Yeah, wrong franchise, wrong movie in the franchise, but the Aries.
Let's go to.
Oh,
Going back and forth the whole time. Is it Snowball?
Let's go to Jeremy.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, that's
Black
worse.
Kryptonite.
Okay.
I feel like this should still count. I said family.
Guys, the answer is Caleb Boho. The answer is Snowflake.
Snowflake. I know. Once it said Snowball, I knew that's what it was.
That's it.
Snowflake. Answer. So, with that,
all right, y'all.
We have one question left.
Yep. So
Oh, my bad.
Your final question comes in the category of James Bond.
Oh, thank God.
Which James Bond film features a young girl failing to break into a surveillance room in her own house while someone breaks in?
Nick, I believe many things could happen here. We have this is one of the lowest scoring rounds so far of the game.
I agree.
Ooh, careful.
Sorry, I'm broken.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm just.
You can't do CPR from a broken neck. Well, no. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Now we're going to Brandon.
All right. No Time to Die.
Let's go to Joe.
Come to Tim, it fucking slaps. No Time to Die.
Amen, brother. Let's go to Dylan.
No Time to Die.
Jeremy.
Pick the wrong one. Bye-bye.
And Mike.
Love this movie. No Time to Die.
No Time to Die is correct. And with that, Jeremy Potters is unfortunately eliminated. So
I made it?
you
What?
made it. You made it.
Yes.
So, with that, Nick, we got to bring in one more person.
Indeed, we do, Tim. We are going to bring in number 17, returning to Fandom. Welcome back, Nick Carley.
Oh, Nick Corley. What up, Nick?
Look, everybody leave.
All right.
Take it easy on me, please.
All right, guys. Our first question is going to be in the category of American Spies. That question is, who directed The Hunt for Red October? This is one of those classic Hunt for Red October questions.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah. As of like a year ago.
I went to a movie with, since everyone was talking about it, I went to a movie with Caleb Coho once, and it was a movie I was told he was very excited to see, and he fell asleep.
He fell asleep during In the Heights?
Sure did.
Or what did he? I think he fell asleep during A Quiet Place Part 2.
No, definitely In the Heights. I remembered.
That's hilarious. 5, 4. I love that story. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mr. Joe Fairley.
John McTiernan.
Let's go to Dylan.
John McTiernan.
Mike.
Couldn't pull it.
Brandon.
I'm wrong. I put Wolfgang Peterson.
It's a good guess. And Nick.
I honestly thought it was
I
this.
just put Jonathan Demme, even though that's
John McTiernan.
John McTiernan.
Nick, what's next?
Good job, boys.
Your next question comes in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, what is the name of the organization that Umbridge forms and Crabbe, Goyle, and Malfoy join?
So, Nick, we didn't really talk about it during the rules because I suck and I forgot. But the winner obviously wins a title shot.
Yes.
The second place, aka the MVP, and not really second place, the MVP who has lasted the most rounds, wins a contender match. Just wanted to point that out. Put it out.
It'd be funny if Brian clipped that part out and put it at the front, and people just this random table in a contest.
Pens down. You realize now he's gonna do that. Let's go to Dylan.
The Disorder of the Phoenix.
Let's go to Mike.
Team name.
The Inquisitorial Squad.
Let's go to Brandon.
The Inquisitorial Squad.
And Nick.
I'm all about no blank boards this time around. I just put the Envoy.
And Joe.
Inquisitorial Squad.
Inquisitorial Squad is correct. So your next question is in the category of Pixar. Which Pixar film features an important plan involving a fake fight, an astronaut disguise, and or a tortilla?
Little tongue tie there.
I had tacos for lunch, which had tortillas. Delicious.
Nice. Yeah, it's great.
Maggie made them. Me and Ellie enjoyed them. And by that, I mean I ate it, and Ellie looked at me like this the whole time.
Makes sense.
Put some cheese on there.
Repeat the question.
Absolutely. Your question again. Which Pixar film features an important plan involving a fake fight, an astronaut disguise, and a tortilla?
Tim, to be fair, I look at you like that with some questions because I'm like,
More like Hurricane Tortilla.
More like literally what I was thinking. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good. We got a lot of exciting people coming up, Tim. I'm excited.
Nah, not excited about any of them.
Good. Watch Bad Boys 4 or whatever.
1 pens down. Let's go over to Mike, I want to say.
I think I got the wrong studio. Home?
You did, unfortunately. Let's go to Brandon.
I put Lightyear.
Good guess. Let's go to Nick Carley.
I don't know. It sounds like Toy Story 3 might be a thing.
Let's go to Joe.
Glad you put the tortilla in there. Toy Story 3.
And
oh, that's right, the tortilla.
I said Luca.
Toy Story 3.
Oh my God, I got one.
I remember that.
And we're in a very interesting situation as we get into the fourth question. Joe is up 3. Everyone else tied at 1. Nick is the next question.
We'll move to the next question, which comes in the category of mixed bag. What type of animal is Bambi in Bambi?
God damn.
Mixed bag.
Nick, this is a tough one.
Could be anything.
I feel like I'm being fucked with.
Mixed bag.
I feel like you're playing tricks.
Yeah, I also feel that way, but I'm still going to put that one.
5, 4.
Mixed bag.
2, 1. Pens down. That's what I'm going to do all season long.
I think
Mixed bag. Let's go to Brandon.
I put a deer or a fawn if you want to be specific.
You have to take one.
Let's go to Nick.
I just put deer.
Safe bet. Let's go to Joe.
Yeah.
Deer.
Dylan.
Deer.
I didn't know they had deer in Canada. Let's go to Mike.
Deer.
That is correct.
So we're all gone, right? Nice.
There's one question left.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
The question is in the category of,
But it's not out of the realm of possibility.
the question is in the category of sci-fi icons.
Okay.
The question is, who plays Quinn's young son Rory in 2018's The Predator? Just what if Joe had put hippopotamus? Like, he could have given away the point. He could have done it for the gag.
And been safe. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and been safe.
That feels dirty.
Hilarious.
It feels dirty to do that.
Oh, I never would have done it myself, so I totally get it, but it would have been fun.
That may be the easiest question we asked tonight. Let me know if you feel we need that.
Hands down. Let's go to Nick Carley.
Well, at least I got a couple right. I just put down Jack Quaid.
Let's go to Joe.
Jacob Tremblay.
Dylan.
Jacob Tremblay.
Mike.
I hate this movie. Jacob Tremblay.
And Brandon.
I got nothing, guys. I'll see you later.
All right. So with that, Brandon Dunlap and Nick.
Thank you guys very much. Mike, go get him, buddy.
Good luck, guys.
Great job, guys.
All right. Time to bring in two more people. So we're going to start with number 18. Coming in at number 18, it's Albert Weird Harmon.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Love this guy.
And coming in at number 19, I believe, breaking story, his new teammate, it's Jack Pinchuk. Yeah, sorry.
Yep. Oh, wow, it is dark on my screen.
Road Nation
Requiem.
guys.
Joe's like, here, Jack.
Yeah, what are we watching? AVP Requiem right now? What's going on?
He's trying to hide his answers, you know.
Sure, whatever. All right, cool. That's it. I'm going to start. We're going to start with your first question of this.
There we go.
Turn on a fucking lamp.
The lights are all on in my room. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my God.
Lean in closer.
Right. Your first question of this round. Everybody good? Okay.
Yeah.
First question of this round comes in the category of Law and Order. Mike says that the main villain, Isabel, is known by what moniker in Bad Boys for Life?
Do you ever do anything for life?
Breathe. Think about that one.
Unless you like die and then are resuscitated. Happened to my uncle.
So you didn't die then, because you're.
But you stop breathing for a bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Angel of Death.
Let's go to Dylan.
No, I got nothing.
Mike.
Said Mama.
Let's go to Albert.
I said the Queen Bee.
And Jack.
I was just trying to remember the Spanish word for witch. I thought it was like bruja or something like that.
Wait, whoa! What's on
Bruja? Like Bruja.
Bruja is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
correct.
Witch. But
you idiots! You gotta turn your board. Oh my God. Okay. So Bruja is correct, and we're gonna move on to the next question, which is gonna come to you in the category of YA. What is the first name of Aro's vampire ally with the power to cause pain with a single glance in the Twilight Saga? So, for the record, last weekend, Maggie, Cody, and I were talking about Jack. He was brought up because she wasn't sure if me being mean to him was a bit or not. I'm like, it's totally a bit. Like, break the curtain. I just love doing it. I do love Jack Pinchuk. But my God, Jack. If you write something down, I think it's this. I don't know. Turn your fucking.
When Joe answered differently than me, I assumed I was wrong.
Joe can be wrong. Okay.
To be fair, though,
4.
He's been here a while.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Dylan.
I don't know. I put Quentin.
Let's go to Mike.
Dakota Fanning.
Let's go to Albert.
I said Cameron.
Let's go to Jack.
I couldn't remember Dakota Fanning's character's name.
And Joe.
Jane.
Jane is correct. Nick, what is next?
Your third question comes in the where did we go? Category of the Worlds of DC. Who plays TDK, the man who can detach his arms in the Suicide Squad?
So I recently did a Worlds of DC rewatch.
Okay.
And this movie's really good.
Yeah, I like it.
Like I was having a time with the series as a whole since it's been a while. I haven't watched it since leaving Fandom 2 years ago.
Naturally.
And I had a lot of fun rewatching it, just from the bad to the good. This movie's pretty great. Like, it's a lot of fun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Mike Shea.
Nathan Fillion.
Let's go to Albert Weird Harma.
Nathan Fillion.
Jack Pinchuk.
Nathan Fillion.
Joe Farrelly.
Nathan Fillion.
And Dylan Vantine.
Nathan Fillion.
That is correct. Clean sweep. Your next question. It's in the category of horror icons. Which member of her family was framed for killing Laurie's mom in Freddy vs. Jason? What are your thoughts on films with verses in the title?
There's a few of them. And
yeah,
I don't love it because it's like think of a court case.
You know what my favorite verses is? Brittany Tapley versus Joe Farrelly. 5.
Which one? Because there's
all of them too. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
Her father.
Let's go to Jack.
Father.
Joe.
Father.
Joe. I'm sorry, Dylan.
Father.
And Mike.
Brother.
Father is the correct answer. So we move on to the next question, the final question of the round, brought to you by Nicholas Tuick.
And that final question is going to come in the category of DreamWorks animation. Which DreamWorks film features a voice cast including Justin Timberlake, Ozzy Osbourne, and Sam Rockwell? I closed the door, and now it's very echoey.
Why did you close the door?
Something's going to happen soon.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I get it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Jack.
Trolls World Tour.
Let's go to Joe.
Trolls World Tour.
Dylan.
I said the first Trolls.
Mike.
Trolls World Tour.
And Albert.
Trolls World Tour.
Trolls World Tour is correct. And with that, I believe both Dylan and Mike are eliminated. So, Dylan, goodbye. Mike, goodbye. Nick, fantastic round, even though Jack was in it. So, we're bringing in 2 more people. Nick, who are we bringing in?
Indeed, we are, Tim. We're going to start with number 20. He is the former 2-time teams champion. It's Robert Kastner.
How about them Cowboys?
And coming in at number 21, I'll be sleeping on the couch this evening. It's debuting this year. It's Anna Bongiorno.
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey.
As I told Nick, I'm here for a good time, but probably not a long time. But you know,
you're gonna be really this.
I
round.
love it.
we'll put faces to names.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead, Tim.
Your first question in this round, it's going to come in the category of Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. And your question is, Zhang Wen plays which character in Rogue One? Nick.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Jack Pinchuk knowing more about Trolls World Tour than how to properly light a bedroom?
Not surprised, Tim. Makes a lot of sense.
It does. It adds up. It adds up. 5.
I've never been so sure of something in my whole life.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Joe Farrelly.
Baze Malbus.
Let's go to Albert.
Base.
Jack.
Baze Malb.
And Robert.
Baze Malbus.
And Anna.
Put a Jedi.
Baze Malbus is correct. Nick, what's the next question?
Your next question. It's in the category of creature features. Which TMNT film features time traveling to feudal Japan? Yeah, you're not going to like this round.
No, I hate it already.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I was like looking at the questions ahead. I was like,
Can you repeat the question?
yes.
That's the first repeat and only repeat. The question again, which TMNT film features time traveling to feudal Japan?
Your thoughts on Japan?
Never been.
I would like to go, honestly.
Sure. Why
It's
not?
like a dope place.
Yeah, great. Let's go.
I told Maggie a while ago, I base where I want to travel based on the food.
Okay.
More than like the sites. And I think Japan's got a good mix. The food, good. Sites, good.
Great.
I'm in for it. 5.
Let's go next week.
4. Great. 2. 1. Depends now. Check my calendar. Let's go to Albert.
I said TMNT 3.
Let's go to Jack.
I cannot overstate how much I hate this movie, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Let's go to Robert.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Trey.
Anna.
I did Ninja Turtles 2.
And Joe.
I thought you'd accept the shorthand, but just in case I brackets it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
Yeah, TMNT 3 is correct. Turtles in Time, one could say. So your next question is going to come in the category of DC. Your question is, who directed Jonah Hex? I know Anna knows what my face looks like, but I still feel like she wants to punch it. Like, I didn't write the question.
It's fair. It's okay. Got a long time till the debut, and you're on.
I'm not worried about that. Like,
on a table with former champions. And
yeah, no, I'm not worried about that at all. I just like the look of like, God, why did I accept to do this?
He'd be lucky to sleep on the couch tonight.
Do you have a drink in your hand though, Anna?
It is wine, white wine.
Oh, nice. Ooh,
Mhm.
a nice Moscato, maybe. 5.
Pinot Grigio.
Ooh, 3, 2,
Tim.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Mr. Pinchuk.
I had no clue, so I wrote Steven Summers.
No. Let's go to Robert.
Sylvain White, director of The Losers.
No. Anna.
The man, the myth, the legend, Wes Ball.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
He knows what's
Joe.
Jimmy Hayward.
That is the correct answer. Albert.
This name popped up in my head as well, Jimmy Hayward.
Jimmy Hayward is correct. So we move on to the next question. Nick, what category is it?
It's the category of the MCU. Your question is, in Eternals, during her first fight with the deviant crow on the street, Cersei turns a bus into what before it crashes into someone?
All right, 2 things I want to bring up. 1, you are currently doing an MCU rewatch. You have not gotten here yet, have you?
That's correct.
Perfect. Secondly, I like this movie a lot. And I'm sick of people telling me that it's not good. I like it a lot.
It's not good, Tim.
Yeah, it's not good.
I'm a fan. I enjoy it very much.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
TBD, I'll let you know.
You telling me that you like it doesn't mean my feelings about it change. Just as me telling you I don't like it.
Hands down. I think Anna's gonna dig it. Let's go to Robert.
Flowers.
Let's go to Anna.
Butterflies.
Ooh, good guess. Let's go to Joe.
Petals.
Interesting. Albert.
I wanted flowers.
And Jack.
Flower petals.
Yeah, we can accept just petals. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your final question of this round is going to come in the category of Star Trek. In Star Trek Generations, Picard enters the Nexus and sees his family alive on what holiday? This is one of those name a holiday questions.
I don't know that we could have picked a worse round for.
Thanks.
Well,
that's fair. But she looks great. She's doing great.
Yeah, killing it.
Fantastic. Great debut.
We had dinner tonight.
Had some good guesses.
Yeah.
Great.
What I know you told me what you had for dinner, but tell me again.
Like
Ravioli.
Oh, her mom made the ravioli thing. That sounds great.
Mama B.
Oh,
Pull through.
Sue, Mama Sue. 5,
No.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Anna, let's start with you on this one.
Christmas.
Joe.
Christmas.
Let's go to Albert.
Christmas.
Jack.
Christmas.
And Robert.
No shutouts here.
Yes.
Christmas is correct.
First of, I'm sure, many points.
That, we do say goodbye to Anna. Anna, great job. You got on the board. That's all that really matters at the end of the day.
We'll start training tomorrow.
Nick, who are we bringing in?
We're going to bring in number 22, who I believe is here. Yes, number 22. Coming in, it's Ryan Payne.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh God. And if I do say so myself, this is a formidable table, Tim.
All right, Nick, where are we going next? What's the next question?
Your first question of this round will come in the category of American Spies. How does Ilsa die in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1? You hate to see it.
She's one of the maybe the best character in the franchise. It bummed me out big time. But
quite sad.
You trade a Rebecca Ferguson, you get a Haley Atwell. And my God.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
She's gorgeous.
This is one where I'm confused how people were like, it's not great. It's pretty good.
I have not heard a single bad thing about this movie.
Oh, I've heard a couple.
I found some weird things about it.
There was a lot of people because it didn't make it.
Pens down. I loved it. I thought it was fucking great. Third best. Let's go to Joe.
Stabbed.
Sure. Albert.
Stabbed.
Jack.
Stabbed.
Let's go to Robert.
Stabbed.
And Ryan.
Yes, I wrote stabbed in by the most hated man on the planet in that movie, Gabriel.
Stabbed by Gabriel is correct. So your next question is going to come to you in the category of the criminal underworld. Who plays Nick? What is the name of that character?
Sharon.
Sharon? Okay, so who plays Sharon, the concierge of the Continental Hotel in New York in the John Wick series? My apologies.
You could read concierge.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was Sharon. Sharon.
You should have said Sharon.
Or Corona.
Who plays Sharon?
I thought Kyron, but I believe it's a soft cha.
If you would have just said that, not given the description, it would have been much harder.
Who plays
Repeat the
Sharon?
question.
Repeat.
All right. Great. Who plays Sharon, the concierge of the Continental Hotel in New York in the John Wick series? Nick, thoughts on the series as a whole?
Great. Not a bad thing to say.
Mm-hmm. I have a couple bad things to say.
It's fantastic.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Well, no, it's great. I'm just kidding. Three is a little bit down.
I agree. 3 is not my favorite. But
that's fair, but it's still fantastic.
It's still really good.
I hear mostly negative on stuff about 2.
I cannot take you seriously, Brian. Let's go to Albert.
I completely blanked on his name.
Let's go to Jack.
I'm going to be so fucking pissed when his name is said.
Well, I have a feeling Robert's about to say it.
Be pissed. Rest in peace, Lance Reddick.
Ryan.
I still love his little skit on the Eric Andre show, Lance Reddick.
And Joe.
Lance Reddick.
Lance Reddick. Let's go. Nick, what is your the next question?
The next question will come in the category of Marvel. What is the profession of the second person who Riot inhabits in Venom?
Do you got to get that Venom?
Gotta get the Venom. Yeah.
I saw this movie before I knew who you were.
Before you knew who I was?
Yeah, that made me sad. Because we could have experienced this film together.
Oh, wow.
Instead, we only got to...
It made you sad when you saw it? Like you saw it and you were like, I don't know Nick yet, so we can't experience this.
The next one, though, we got to experience.
That's unfortunate.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going over to, I want to say, Jock.
I said pilot.
No. Let's go to Robert.
Is that EMT?
Let's go to Ryan.
I also had EMT.
Let's go to Joe.
British, so I said paramedic.
And let's go to Albert.
I said scientist.
EMT paramedic, I would accept, yeah. So that is the correct answer. So your next question is going to come in the category of James Bond. Your question is, who plays M in GoldenEye? This is the one where the eyes are golden. Ooh, the macaw sent me a Snapchat.
A Snapchat? Anna and I had a Snapchat streak. We made it a year, and then I specifically broke it, right? Because I was like, our us is not our Snapchat streak.
Look at that little
Look
fella.
at that beautiful child.
Hello, Buckle.
I love that you call him Buckle.
Buckle.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Dame Judi Dench.
Let's go to Ryan.
Judi Dench.
And Joe.
Judi Dench.
Albert.
Judi Dench.
And Jack.
Judi Dench.
Judi Dench is correct. So we're going to move on to the final question of this round. Nick, what is it?
It's the category of sci-fi icons. Which sci-fi icons film features the main character being trapped in an animal cage by their future wife?
I've mentioned it a couple times today, but when Cody was here last weekend, Cody was here last weekend, Buckle attempted to do unspeakable things to Cody.
Oh, gosh, chill out.
He went for it. And then it was hilarious because the rest of the weekend, every time Bucky entered the room, Cody was just like, I thought we could be friends. You know, we had a good thing going. But,
Keep playing.
5, 4.
Gotta practice.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Ryan.
I did a lot of smudging, but I wrote Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines.
I see it. Let's go to Joe.
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines.
Albert.
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines.
Jack.
I blanked on it.
And Robert.
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines.
Terminator 3 Rise of the Machines. Lots of stuff happened here, Nick. Jack is out, unfortunately.
Thanks for having me.
Goodbye. Great job. But Joe, Robert, and Ryan all getting perfect rounds on that
Indeed.
one. Albert coming in with 3 on that one. So really
Indeed. Tim, while not many are surprised, it should be noted that Joe is still here from the first tape. So
yes,
Jesus
he was number
Christ,
2.
Joe. Go to sleep.
2 to enter. He's still here.
Let's not repeat last time, Joe. We went 4 hours. No, but I finished work at 6 a.m. this morning, my time. So I was on night, so I am fresh.
Who's in next, Nick?
Coming in next, Timothy, at number 23, it's Adelaide Spence.
I fucking love revolving doors. Let's keep this shit going. All right.
All right, guys. Your next question is in the category of epic adventures. And your question is, who plays Blackbeard in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides? This is the one where tides are stranger.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
This movie sucks ass.
So, like, I kind of like it. When we like had cable, it would like play a lot, and so I'd watch it a lot. I acknowledge it's not very good, but I kind of like it.
You confuse me, man.
It's fine.
I love you, man. This movie's garbage.
The worst thing about it is the like cliffhangers it left and didn't wrap up.
That's
what happened.
Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Ian McShane.
Albert.
Ian McShane.
Robert.
Ian McShane.
Ryan.
It's not his time. Ian McShane.
And Spence.
And Javier Bardem.
Ian McShane is correct. So what's next, Nick?
Your next question comes in the category of mixed bag.
No.
The question is, who becomes the next Black Panther after the death of T'Challa in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever?
I thought you were going to say who becomes the next Blackbeard.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for too.
Yeah.
I don't think we've talked about it enough. What is Ryan doing?
It's
Just
intimidation.
pretending it wasn't happening, Tim.
We addressed it a little bit, but
Tim, that's your trio's partner.
I'm aware. Trust me, I'm aware of that.
I'm just wearing a lucha mask. I'm just wearing a lucha mask. That's all.
Duh.
Oh, I didn't.
In honor of the Pixar film Lucha.
I'm trying to get this to fit my face because it doesn't. It's not going well.
Fuck you, Nick.
Sorry, when it broke.
Sorry, can we go to Albert?
Shuri?
Yeah. Rob.
Shuri.
Ryan.
Shuri.
Spence.
Shuri.
And Joe.
Shuri.
Oh my god, yeah, that's correct. In honor of the Pixar film. That's the funniest shit I've ever heard. Okay. All right, guys, your next question is coming in the category of the Wizarding World. Which Wizarding World film features a character accidentally sticking a fork into the hand of another character? Oh my god, that was really funny.
Oh boy, that was.
Oh, that was really funny.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that funny, but you
Oh,
think
I thought it was very funny. That really got me. Lucha. Holy shit.
I'm quietly just trying to get Nacho Libre into fandom. That's why.
That's fair.
I'm gonna use my repeat.
It's a good campaign I can get behind.
John Heater movies.
And
That was a repeat. Robert said repeat way
Yeah.
before.
I did not hear it. So your question again is, which Wizarding World film features a character accidentally sticking a fork into the hand of another character? My apologies.
Oh, it was low volume, to be fair.
No, that's fair. A lot of people were talking. That's why I'm not questioning it. So. Oh my god, that was.
Tim, this is my last rum and coke of the evening because we are.
It's mine as well. I'm out of Coke,
We're out of
so
Coke.
I'm
Yeah.
done after this. I will have to have another pee break, but yes.
Makes
I
sense.
probably wouldn't have laughed this hard at Lucha if I hadn't been drinking rum and Coke, but that was really funny to me.
That's fair. I'm glad.
Or as Cody says, I wouldn't have been as happy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. We are going to go to, I believe, Ryan on this one.
I wrote The Goblet of Fire.
We'll go to Spence.
Crimes of Grindelwald.
Let's go to Joe.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Albert.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
And Robert.
Real Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire is correct. So we move on to the next question. I believe that is coming from Nick.
Yes, it is. It's coming in the category of Pixar. Your question is, what does Ember use to seal the leak in the ship runoff that Gale approves but eventually fails in Elemental?
My favorite thing that has happened in the last year is when I told you that this movie was actually good and you went, no. And then you went to see it and you texted me and you were like, it was decent. It was actually pretty good.
Sorry. I have a question. Are there like multiple variations that the answer will be taken in? I just sort of confused.
Don't think so.
Okay.
Nick and I
from Adelaide. I do see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
I know where you're leaning, but I think the answer to your question is no.
Fine.
But you know, maybe it's because I went in with like super low expectations because
One.
Pixar disappoints
Hands
me.
down. That's fair. I believe now we're to Ryan. I boo-booed the last time.
Oh. I wrote Glass.
Spence.
Yeah, Glass.
Joe.
I just realized my answer's pretty damn obvious now. Sand turned into glass, but how else do you get glass? But you know.
And Albert.
Yeah, I put the raw materials. I put sandbags.
And Robert.
Is Joe gonna over-explain everything till the end? Glass.
Glass is what we were looking for. So
Yeah.
Glass, is correct. So Nick, just quick score check. I've got Joe at 4, Albert at 3, Robert and Ryan both at 4, and Spence at 2.
Correct.
Okay. So your final question in this round is going to be in the category of Disney animation. Who voices the adult version of Todd in The Fox and the Hound?
thought she might have a chance at it, and then one you said who voices, and she went, and then you said the adult version of Todd and the Fox and the Hound, and she went, you too.
You love this movie.
I do, big fan.
We used it as a deep cut and then realized there was nothing to use in it for deep cuts.
Correct.
What a time. And then I had to write deep cuts and wanted to end it all.
Apologies.
5.
No one should have picked Disney animation against me.
2.
One repeat.
All right. The question again from, I'm asking it. Who voices the adult version of Todd in The Fox and the Hound? No, it's a good movie though. I enjoy it. It's not like top 10 Disney for me, but it's very nostalgic.
Objectively, yeah, probably not. But yeah, big fan. It's not the worst guess I've ever seen.
Ooh, I'm interested. Don't message me, Nick, please.
Is Anna writing them down?
Yeah, she's playing over there.
Can there just be a second camera on her? She can just keep
2, 1, pens
Straight
down.
down Oprah a lot.
Spence.
Shout out to Mike Hanley, Kurt Russell.
I mean, that's a fair guess. Let's go to Joe.
Kurt Russell.
Once again, a fair guess.
Yeah.
Let's go to Albert.
I put a fair guess, Kurt Russell.
You did. And Robert.
I think I put the right answer, Mickey Rooney.
You did put the right answer.
Too many Jenicas.
Rob.
I wrote Walter Matthau, but then changed it to Harrison Ford.
No, Mickey Rooney is correct. So with that, Robert gets another perfect round, but unfortunately, Adelaide Spence is eliminated. Spence, thank you for being here. And we are going to bring in the next player, Nick. Who is the next player to add?
Indeed, we are coming in next at number 24. He is the former 2-time teams champion. It's David Garcia.
Jesus.
Well, I'm out.
I like this table, Tim.
Don't have to worry about
I'm out of here now. I'm out.
All right, guys. Nick, why don't you kick us off with the first question of this round?
Gladly. First question comes in the category of horror icons. What are Jeff and Sandra using when Crazy Ralph first approaches them in town at the beginning of Friday the 13th, Part 2?
What's your favorite part of stuff? Like are you a part 6 kind of person?
Oh, I like. God, I was gonna make a joke and then I regretted it, and now I'm gonna do it anyway. I like the breasts. Some people like the thighs or like the wings. I'm more of I like the breasts.
I'm a breast man. Yeah. Yes.
Why'd you throw that at me?
Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Let's go to Joe.
Gas pump.
Let's go to Albert.
I also put gas pump.
Let's go to Robert.
I said tow truck.
Ryan.
I just said a flashlight.
And David.
It's at the phone booth.
Phone booth is correct. David.
Nice.
Coming in clutch, as they say. Your next question is in the category of YA. Who plays film director Cressida in The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1? Does Anna know?
No.
Oh. What was the last movie you watched?
No, we watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. Was it Shrek? Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
That's right. Yep.
All right, we got Ryan in. And just make sure you have your hands up on screen, Ryan. Who plays film director Cressida in The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1?
Yeah, it was Ant-Man and the Wasp. We also watched we're almost done with I guess I shouldn't be giving away her secrets.
Yeah.
So non-fandom.
Let me just, if there was a data category, that'd be a good thing to pick against.
So mixed bag. Mixed bag.
Mixed bag. No, because mixed bag could be anything. It's mixed
I
bag.
know, but it also so that's helpful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Albert.
Natalie Dormer.
Robert.
Natalie Dormer.
Ryan.
I went against my gut. I said Jeffrey Wright.
And David.
Natalie Dormer.
Joe.
Natalie Dormer.
Natalie Dormer is correct. Nick, what is the next question?
The next question comes in the category of DC. Which DC film features a plague called the St. Mary's virus?
So, full transparency, at the time of recording this, we have shot one fandom match for the season so far. And the first question in that round was mixed bag. And Nick was like, mixed bag! And the players were like, and because the player was Nazario, he literally went, ha! Ha!
It's the most accurate impression I've ever seen you guys do.
It's a good impression.
Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
V for Vendetta.
Ryan.
V for Vendetta.
David.
V for Vendetta.
Joe.
V for Vendetta.
Albert.
V for Vendetta.
That is correct. Clean sweep. David's in the lead. Next question coming from the category of Law and Order. Who plays RoboCop in RoboCop 3?
Okay.
Yeah. Was that David? Oh my God, that was.
David, I miss you.
That was so great.
That was great.
I miss you too, buddy.
5.
Can't wait to see this answer.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Ryan, let's go to you.
I think it's one of those answers where I shot myself. I wrote Robert Burke Smith.
David.
Ryan.
It's not Peter Weller.
No.
It is not.
Robert John Burke.
Yeah.
Let's go to Albert.
I put Peter Weller.
And Robert.
It is Robert John Burke. That is his middle name.
I knew it was a 3 name. I knew it was a
Is
3
it
name.
is it Robert John Burke?
Robert John Burke.
Okay,
yeah.
all we have is Robert Burke, so I just wanted to make sure.
Look, we go off IMDb here.
No, that's fair. I wasn't sure based on what was in the docs. So Nick,
That's his dad.
They also show it in the credits when you watch the film. So.
what is next, Nick?
Your final question of this round comes in the category of Star Wars. Which 2 characters said the quote, "It's a trap," in the original Star Wars trilogy?
Your mom.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I love that quotes can just be anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Quotes.
Mixed bag. Quotes.
That's
What?
better. I think everything that is in a category you should have a weird hand motion for it.
Fandom Oscars.
Mixed bag. What'd you say, Fandom Oscars?
Fandom Oscars.
Score some soundtracks.
Yeah. I'm Caleb Doho, Fandom Oscars. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to, I believe we are to David.
Akbar and Leia.
Let's go to Joe.
Admiral Akbar and Leia.
Albert.
I put Admiral Akbar and Lando.
Robert.
Princess Leia, Admiral Akbar.
And Ryan.
Thanks for all the fish, everyone. I said Akbar and Han Solo.
With that, Ryan is eliminated and Albert is safe. So the correct answer was Leia and Admiral Akbar. So we are going to move on. What is the next person? Who is the next person being brought in?
Next person coming in at number 25
You're gonna love this.
is Kaiser Wang.
Hello.
No challenge.
No challenge.
No
That is my last one standing round record. So
Oh yeah, that's it. David, very good fandom player, historically bad in Last One Standing. All right, go ahead, Tim.
All right, your next question is in the category of creature features.
Oh my fucking god.
Who plays Sean Brody's love interest, Kelly Ann Bukowski, in Jaws 3D? That sounds dirty as Bukowski.
Maybe if your mind's in the gutter, Tim.
Okay, Mr. Breastman.
That's fair.
Last one standing is devolved
You
to
gave
a
up.
place I didn't think it would.
That's fair.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Joe.
Leah Thompson.
Let's go to Albert.
I don't have anything.
Robert.
Leah Thompson.
David.
First 80s actors I thought about.
Oh, wow. And Kaiser.
Relaxed, non-studying Leah Thompson.
Leah Thompson is correct. Nick, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of DreamWorks. Which DreamWorks film features creatures who are made obedient by injecting their own venom into them? Not creature features.
That's correct.
Oh, fuck.
Even though
Someone just showed up in this call, and I've never been happier to see this person show up.
I know, right?
I haven't seen them in. Never mind. I won't say anything else. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Likewise.
4, 2,
Repeat the
1.
question.
Okay, I heard a repeat. I don't know who it was from,
Albert.
but Nick, what's the question?
Question again. Which DreamWorks film features creatures who are made obedient by injecting their own venom into them?
Someone said so it ain't me. I don't know who Numbaw 26 is, but
Oh, I get it.
it is not Numbaw. Oh, they are Numbaw 26. Got it.
Well, if it was spelt with 2 R's, I might have a clue, but it's not. So.
I'm not looking at the list. I don't know who number 26 is. So. Oh, but I can see their icon. Oh, no, not you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. 27 I'm excited for, though. That's an exciting person, too. Let's go to Albert on this one.
I put Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken.
Ooh, good film. Let's go to Robert.
So Penguins of Madagascar.
No. David.
How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World.
Kaiser.
I also said Penguins of Madagascar.
Joe.
How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World.
And Albert.
I already erased my answer.
My B. How to Train Your Dragon, The Hidden World is correct. Nick, just score update because I feel like I fucked that one up. Joe has 2. Does Albert have 0?
Yep.
Okay, and then Robert's at 1, David at 2, Kaiser at 1.
Yep.
Okay. So the next question is going to come in the category of Worlds of DC. What type of food is in the box that Jenny hides the scarab in when she initially steals it in Blue Beetle?
I looked to Anna for an answer.
You what?
I looked to Anna for an answer to this question, and she said, "What?"
Oh, fair. I saw this in the theater with the macaw.
Didn't get to it in the theater.
We left our child at home with Bucky to go see it. Opening night. Not really. We saw it like 2 weeks after it came out. But
fair.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Is it a burger?
Let's go to David.
Burger.
Let's go to Kaiser.
Pizza.
Joe.
Burger.
And Albert.
I put cheeseburger.
All are incorrect. We were looking for French fries. French fries.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Although there is a burger there, but the fries are what's in the box.
It probably was a burger.
I watched it after we did this, tested this, Nick, because I was sure it was a burger. It is not. You are correct. So anyway, the next question coming to you from Nicholas.
And it comes in the category of the MCU. Who plays Star-Lord in the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy?
Your favorite of the trilogy. Same.
Both not bad. I like them both after that one, but the one,
yeah,
it's up there.
I like that 3 too. But
yeah,
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to. I want to say David.
Chris Pratt.
Let's go to Kaiser.
Chris Pratt.
Joe.
Chris Pratt.
Albert.
Chris Pratt.
And Robert.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is correct. So your final question in this round, it's going to come in the category of criminal underworld. Your question is, what new name is Tishkov's casino given after it is repossessed in Ocean's 13?
Have you ever repossessed a casino?
Not since the 70s.
How'd that go?
Fine.
Guessing
I
there's a
have this
reason.
beautiful young face because of it.
I'm guessing there's a reason you haven't done it since.
Oh, there's many reasons. I'm in witness protection. 5, 4.
Like you're not supposed to tell people. Right?
Repeat the question. Shit. I heard it from Kaiser. It's the last question anyway. Your question again. What new name is Tishkov's casino given after it is repossessed in Ocean's 13? This movie's also dope. I forgot to say that before.
Yeah.
It's honestly my favorite of the trilogy.
Really? That's a hot take.
Because of one actor that's in it.
That's a lukewarm.
Frankly.
That's fair.
I love him in the movie.
Oh, okay.
I love him in this movie. It's so good.
Okay, great.
And I think also like the first one is like, oh, it's so good, but then the second one, like, it's fine. Like I enjoy it.
Yeah, the second one is.
But then the third one is just like it goes back up, and it's just like, yeah, you end on a big high. But
So Ocean's movies can only be in Vegas.
one hands down. Honestly, let's go to Kaiser.
This might be it. 5 banks.
Let's go to Joe.
The bank.
Albert.
The bank.
Let's go to Robert.
Okay, just break the bank.
And David.
I said banks.
The bank is correct, and I believe with that, Nick, Kaiser and Albert are both eliminated. Albert's been here for a minute, so
Well done, Albert.
Good job, guys.
Nick,
Good.
can I pee again?
Yes, take a break.
we will be right back after this commercial
And refill.
break. Roll the commercials, Brian.
Hey, CBS, what's coming on?
Friday, blast off to a galaxy far, far away. It's the Star Wars Holiday Special, starring all your Star Wars favorites. Will Chewbacca get home to his planet in time for the big Wookiee holiday celebration? Watch and find out.
Ah! What is it, honey?
It's that darn ghost again. He just won't leave us alone. I guess we're just going to have to move.
No, wait! Don't worry. We're not moving. He is.
Who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters! Yes, that's right. Ghostbusters. We're back with twice the know-how and twice the particle power to deal with all your supernatural elimination needs.
Look out, Winston. He's a mean one. Nothing we can't handle, Egon. So come, celebrate our grand reopening with our special half-price service plan.
What? Hold on. Half price? Have we all gone mad? I guess so, Pete, because that's not all. Tell them, Egon.
Oh, you mean the Ghostbusters hot beverage thermal mug and free balloons for the kids?
You bet. So make your supernatural problem our supernatural problem.
Call now, because we're still ready to believe you!
Jaws made you afraid to go in the water. Jaws 2 made you afraid to go back in the water. Jaws 3D was a new dimension in terror. In Jaws 4: The Revenge, it was personal. Then it was just business. Then pure pleasure. Cyber Jaws made you afraid to log on. And Robo Jaws made you afraid of robotic sharks. Then Chief Brody's grandson assembled a super team of shark hunters. Jaws 10, it was man versus shark versus all the terrors of the deep. Outer space, then a prequel, and a sequel to the prequel. And then a new era in terror began. Jaws started a family. Battled a Russian shark named Ivan Sharkovsky, took a bite out of the Big Apple, and learned about love from a mysterious stranger. Jaws 18 Origins, the mind-blowing reboot. Now, the oceans are disappearing, and to save their home, the sharks must attack. Jaws 19. This time, it's really really personal. Coming soon.
You're closer now than ever. Deadpool on Blu-ray helps you be ready anytime. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for Deadpool on Blu-ray. If you experience joint pain, easy bruising, vomiting, or clay-colored stool, stop watching Deadpool immediately. If you experience hair loss, skin sores, and irritability, you may actually be Deadpool. And if you experience an erection lasting longer than 4 hours, you're welcome. On Blu-ray and DVD.
This had been the ultimate commercial break, which meant it was time to return to our regularly scheduled program.
All right, Nick, who are we bringing in next?
We got 2 more people coming in, and wouldn't you know it, I got similar things about them. We're going to start with number 26. It's Cameron Holtzman.
Damn it.
I'm excited.
Me too, because coming in at number 27, making his return to fandom, it's Cameron Redshaw.
Yeah!
Oh!
I got you.
We get to confuse hosts one more time.
Yes! I missed it.
You, me?
You.
Me. All right, your first question will come in the category of James Bond. Which James Bond film features Bond escaping in a car that he remotely controls from a handheld device?
Oh.
Your thoughts on handheld devices?
Hate them. They have made us slaves
I don't agree with that.
to the internet. We should all put them away and go touch grass.
If I'm going to be a slave to anything, the internet's a good thing.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's start with Joe.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Robert.
Tomorrow Never Dies.
David.
I said Die Another Day.
No. Cameron.
I
Holtzman.
also said Die Another Day.
And Redshaw.
Tomorrow Never Dies?
Tomorrow Never Dies is correct.
That's the category to start with. It had to be that one.
All right. So the next question is going to come in the category of Star Trek. Who plays the Vulcan High Priestess Talar in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock?
Holy shit.
This isn't exactly. This isn't exactly what type of animal is. What type of character of a Disney animated?
Leah Thompson, is it?
No.
Definitely a little different. Do you like these movies anymore, Tim? Now that you don't have to watch them?
Yes.
All of them?
No. Like there are ones the ones I didn't like, I still don't like. But the ones I kind of liked, I like a lot more. But,
okay, that's good.
Including this one, too.
Nice.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
I said Faye Dunaway.
David. Holtzman.
White lady.
Cameron Redshaw.
Everyone knows it was Madonna.
That would be a very different movie. And let's go to Joe.
I also had Red.
The answer is Judith Anderson.
Yeah.
How could we
I
forget?
love her.
Of course. I love her. All right.
She's great in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock.
Nick, what's next?
Your next question comes in the category of Marvel. Who plays the title character in Punisher Warzone?
And to be specific, we are looking for the actor who plays the Warzone.
Well, then I have no idea.
The whole.
Well, then I don't fucking know the answer.
It's like it's like the Oompa Loompas. It was just one guy.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
4, 3.
I can name that guy.
1. Hands down. Let's go to David.
Ray Stevenson?
Holtzman.
Ray Stevenson.
Let's go to Redshaw.
I flipped the coin and picked the wrong one. Thomas Jane.
Joe.
Ray Stevens.
And Robert.
Rest in peace, Ray Stevens.
Rest in peace indeed. Ray Stevenson is correct. So Joe and Robert are tied at 2. Everyone else has 1. Your next question is in the category of American Spies. How many Jason Bourne films feature the character Nicky Parsons? You told me that you wanted to name your first child Nicky, depending on whether it was a boy or a girl. So if it was a boy, it would be Nick, but you would call them Nicky, right?
No, I would call them Little Nicky.
Yeah.
Ooh, after
the devil.
After the incredible film of which Anna will soon be inundated with. 5, 4.
We're going to watch Little Nicky.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mr. Holtzman.
4.
Let's go to Redshaw.
I said 3.
Let's go to Joe.
4.
Robert.
4.
And David.
4.
4 is correct. So, Nick, what is the final question of this round?
The final question will come in the category of the Wizarding World. The question is, who gets petrified by seeing the basilisk through a ghost in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? We just need first name.
Your first name? I'm not going to say.
Okay. I feel like we just talked about it a lot in the last question, but sure.
We did, but the players might have forgotten. Redshaw hasn't been here in a while. He might have forgotten what your name is.
It's fair. Makes sense.
It's Tom.
5.
Jack 2.
4. 3.
Repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be a repeat for Cameron Redshaw.
And the question again, who gets petrified by seeing the basilisk through a ghost in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? And we just need first name.
Nick, what is your favorite sport?
Other
than Quidditch.
Oh. I don't know. I like soccer.
Yeah. Goalie
tennis. Tennis is probably up there. Yeah.
3.
Big tennis fan.
2.
I like the cut of your jib.
Pens down. Let's go to Redshaw.
It's the kid Harry saves in that one scene. I don't remember his name.
Let's go to Joe.
Justin.
Let's go to Robert.
Justin.
David.
Justin.
Holtzman.
Yeah, I spelled Justin really weird.
Justin is correct. And with that,
now.
unfortunately, Cameron Redshaw has been eliminated. Cameron,
great
to have you back. It was great to see you.
Great to see you too.
Shut up. Nick, I see you enough. Who are we bringing in next, Nick?
To M, we're going to bring in number 28.
Ooh.
Maria Hammond.
Nice, Maria.
Whoa.
Howdy.
All
Howdy,
right.
y'all.
Let's get this kicked off. Your first question is going to come in the category of Disney animation.
Sweet.
What is the full name of the fox who persuades Pinocchio not to go to school in Pinocchio? Nick, as far as people in the multiplex community who are just genuinely wonderfully nice people, I would say that we have 8 of them on the screen right now.
Aw.
I also only count 7.
And I am including Anna in the background. I am not very nice. 5.
That's math. Still doesn't add up.
Pens down. Cody was the first. Let's go to Joe.
Honest John.
I was going to make a joke about Maria being the nicest one of us, but then that would have been mean to everyone else, so I stopped. Let's go to Robert.
I couldn't remember the honest part.
Let's go to David.
Honest John.
Cameron.
Honest John.
And Maria.
Swiper, no swiping.
Unfortunately, correct. Honest John.
I haven't seen Pinocchio for about 100 years, guys.
Your next question is going to come to you from Nick.
Indeed, it is. That question is coming in the category of epic adventures. In The Two Towers, Gollum gets angry at Sam for ruining what kind of animal by cooking it?
Peek behind the curtain. Nick likes to put a difficulty level next to all of the questions. I strongly disagree with your difficulty level of this question.
So the difficulty level is more of just for me to like keep track of where I'm going.
Fair.
Sometimes if I'm like in a group of 5 and another question wound up being a little bit higher than a 2, I might make the 3 a little easier.
That's fair. That's
fair.
fair. Okay, because I do not think this one is what
That's
you have.
fair.
But
Dame Judith and
repeat the question.
All right, that's going to be a repeat for Joe.
The question again. In the Two Towers, Gollum gets angry at Sam for ruining what kind of animal by cooking?
I watched this movie with Cody last week. It was
So
magic.
you're also like the Middle Earth guy.
Yeah.
This is hard for people who aren't the Middle Earth guy.
I was hiding what level you thought it actually was, but I think this is a very memorable scene of this film.
You would, because you're the Middle Earth guy.
That's fair. Actually, Jack Pitt. No, fuck, I can't fucking do it. Anyway, 5.
Hey, he's a tattoo in Elfish.
2. Wait, 1. Pens down. I wear the ring every day too. I didn't have to ink my body. Let's go to David.
A rabbit.
Let's go to Holtzman.
Rabbit.
Maria.
Lamp spread or his pet rat? It was sad.
Let's go.
I can't remember.
So,
Conies.
And Robert.
I forgot that rabbit.
Rabbit or a coney.
Coney, rabbit. That is all correct.
I remembered me writing that a potato is not an animal.
And then talk about fish.
I have one of my regular
All right. Your next question is in the category of DC. Who plays Humphrey, Victoria's boyfriend in Stardust? I got this one right when Nick was testing me on it, and he was genuinely shocked at the answer to this question.
It was.
We're getting very close to where I don't know the answers anymore because we only got the first 100.
That's true. We are on question number.
This is
83.
Yeah.
Which means
Barney
Julie's
Stinson's
answered
favorite
83 questions.
4.
Yeah.
3.
Barney Stinson's favorite number?
1. Pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
Henry Cavill.
Maria.
Oh, damn, I wish I'd known that. An actor?
Not technically wrong. Joe.
Quickest out.
Henry Cavill.
Robert.
Henry Cavill.
And David.
I don't know.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill is correct. So the final question of the round is going to come to you from Nick.
And it's going to come in the category of...
Oh, this is not the final question. My apologies.
Well, the penultimate question is going to come in the category of Pixar. Which Pixar film was directed by Domi Shi?
Or is this the final?
No.
No.
No, it's not. I'm stupid.
You skipped me on the second question.
Yeah, I keep skipping people. I apologize.
You skipped me twice.
Inconsiderate.
Fuck you, Robert.
Yeah, I know.
Robert, I'm sorry.
It's okay. We're fine. We're, parents.
4. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
Turning red.
Let's go to Maria.
I'm doing it again. Big Hero 6.
Let's go to Joe.
Turning red.
And Robert.
Turning red.
And David.
Turning red.
Turning red is correct. Now the final question of the round is going to come in the category of YA. In Allegiant, what lie does David's assistant Matthew tell him that 4 knew Triss would see through? I think we fucked up the question asking.
Pardon me?
Did we? Oh, the first question was Honest John, right?
Yeah. Of this round?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why I messed
I
up.
have a repeat.
You do?
Just one.
Can I use it now?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
sure. It's a repeat from Maria.
Okay, the question. In Allegiant, what lie does David's assistant Matthew tell him that 4 knew Triss would see through? This movie's ass.
Yeah.
Big old booty.
like the coldest take you can.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
If you said it was awesome and it was the best Y movie, that's the scaldingest take.
It's the quote I say to my parents about a lot of movies. It's terrible. I've seen it twice.
Five.
Like 4 times.
Yeah, I've seen it way too many times.
Yeah.
Maria, we're gonna start with you.
Is there any point, really? I know I'm on my way out. You look marvelous. Is that the
No.
It's a better one.
Ford died.
Robert.
Oh, that what I said. Ford tried to save himself.
David.
Ford left him behind.
And Cameron.
I said Caleb is dead, and this marker does not show up, and I will be grabbing a new one.
David Garcia is correct and gets a perfect round. Ford left him behind is correct, and unfortunately, that does mean we say goodbye to Maria. Great job, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Nick, we got to bring in someone else. Who are we bringing in?
Indeed, we do, Tim, and we're going to bring in number 29. It's the Z-Man, Zadius Smith.
Hell yeah.
What's up, good people?
I apologize for your loss.
I know. Listen, we won't talk about it. It's been a hard day.
All right. So let's get into it. Nick, you're going to ask the first one on this.
First question comes in the category of Law and Order. And the question is, how does Unsafer's daughter, Amanda, kill herself in Lethal Weapon? Names down.
I'm exhausted.
Me too.
Me too. It's like
What time is it for you, David?
4:30 a.m.
Oh, wow.
I've been up since 4:30 a.m.
And unlike someone, I don't work nights.
Wow, shots fired.
2, 1, pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Jumps from a building.
Let's go to Robert.
So it throws herself from a building.
Let's go to David.
Jumps off a window.
Let's go to Cameron.
I got to rep my guy Igor. Jumps from a significant height.
I was going to say that.
And Zadius.
I say jumps off a balcony.
I would take all of them, Nick. Or...
Yeah, there's a window on the balcony that she steps out of and jumps off of. So, like, I was iffy on it, but I think we could take it.
Yeah, I would take all of them. So everyone gets it. As we get into your next question in the category of creature features. What weapon is used by the creature features character Preacher?
All right. It all rhymes. I'm not doing enough.
You're telling me earlier you didn't do which creature features film features the creature? You
didn't do that on purpose.
Features a non-creature named Preacher.
Didn't do that on purpose and noticed it for the first time.
That's good. Which creature features film features a non-creature named Preacher?
features a non
3, 2, 1. Heads down, Robert. Let's go to you.
Sniper rifle.
Let's go to David.
Crossbow.
Let's go to Cameron.
Crossbow.
Zadius.
I said a steak.
Let's go to Joe.
Crossbow.
Crossbow is correct. War for the Planet of the Apes is the film. So, Nick, what is next?
Your next question comes in the category of Criminal Underworld. And your question is, who plays Mia Toretto, Dom's sister, in F9?
F9.
9.
David is like the king of making big noises.
Big sighs and whatnot. Yeah.
No, because hitbox this one. I can't think of it.
What?
Okay, with that too. Okay.
I fucking love David. I missed David. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Okay, let's go to David again. Nick, what's the question?
Question again. Who plays Mia Toretto, Dom's sister, in F9?
I don't know what he said. All I heard was no and fucks, but I feel like that's not what he actually said.
Oh, I can't wait till you watch it.
I heard both of those words as well.
And he just nodded. So
can't wait till you watch it on replay.
Did you know that there's a new version of Deal or No Deal coming out called Deal or No Deal Island?
It looks so stupid. I'm gonna watch every
With Joe
episode.
Manganiello.
I am gonna watch every episode of that. That sounds amazing.
Is it like in islands? Like I'll give you one island.
Pens down. David.
Vanessa Kirby. It's not.
No. Let's go to Cameron.
Boston Rob's gonna be on it. Jordana Brewster.
Zadius.
Jordana Brewster.
Joe.
Jordana Brewster.
And Robert.
Jordana Brewster.
That is correct. Your next question is in the category of sci-fi, or I'm sorry, MCU. MCU is the next question. Which MCU film features an X-ray machine accidentally activating a bomb? Have you ever been X-rayed?
Yeah, like I've been to the doctor before.
What did you need an X-ray for?
When I broke my jaw.
Did I not know this? How'd you do that?
I played basketball in 7th grade.
Nick, you gotta be careful.
Little short kid, like he was shorter than me, and he like lunged at the ball, and his head kind of like.
I mean, you are a giant, so are you
Yeah.
sure you didn't just run into this child? 5,
I hurt myself.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Cameron.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Zadius.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Joe.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Robert.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
And David.
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Clean sweep. Nick, what's last?
Your final question of this round comes in the category of sci-fi icons. The question is, who directed the original Ghostbusters?
I love that theme song.
Yeah. Did you jump into like Star Wars?
No, that was okay. 5.
Were you doing a joke? I only caught the last couple notes.
2.
Sorry.
1. Pens down. Let's go to Zadius.
Is it Ivan Reitman?
Let's go to Joe.
Ivan Reitman.
Robert.
Ivan Reitman.
David.
I knew data for the new ones. Robert Zemeckis.
And Cameron.
Ivan Reitman.
Wow. Okay, so Robert is saved there because of David, and Zadius is saved there because of David. Ivan Reitman is correct. David is out. Zadius and Robert remain. That was nuts. That was absolutely wild. Nick, who are we bringing in next? This is getting tight.
We're gonna bring in number 30, Tim. It's Mark Menchuk.
Oh my God.
Large chill.
Actually, it's just the letter A.
Whoops.
There you go.
Just the letter F.
All right, guys, your first question in this round. It's going to come in the category of the Wizarding World. Harry and his friends are inside what closed shop when they first see Malfoy and his mother in Diagon Alley in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince? Your thoughts about princes?
They're fine.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Ollivanders.
Robert.
Ollivanders.
Cameron.
Yeah, I said Borgin and Burks.
Zadius.
I said Borgin and Burks also.
And Mark.
Ollivanders.
Ollivanders is correct. Nick, what is next?
Your next question comes in the category of Marvel. Question is, who saves the young boy and source of the cure, Leech, from the Juggernaut in X-Men: The Last Stand?
Do you prefer to stand or sit?
I prefer to sit, though I've been told You're not supposed to do that a whole lot.
That would be a better movie. X-Men: The Last Sit.
Wow. Great.
I mean, there's not much more you could do wrong with that movie. So,
Say at the end.
5, 4,
1,
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Kitty Pryde.
Let's go to Cameron.
Kitty Pryde.
Let's go to Zadius.
Hey, it could have been Dark Phoenix. Kitty Pryde.
I mean, you're not wrong. The train scene in that movie is pretty dope. Let's go to Mark.
Oh yeah. Kitty Pryde.
Let's go to Joe.
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde is correct. So the next question is going to come in the category of James Bond. Which James Bond film features performances from Cassandra Harris and John Wyman? Nick, your thoughts on cereal?
Love it. But the problem is we don't eat it enough. And so when we buy
always
I used to
goes
drink,
bad.
the milk goes bad. And I used to drink milk just as a beverage, and I don't really do that anymore. So now the milk just goes bad, and I feel bad buying something that goes bad.
Your favorite cereal? Don't think about it. Just say it. Don't think about it. Just say it.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Reese's Puffs all the way, man.
Also big Fruity Pebbles and Captain.
All right, that's going to be a repeat for Holtzman. The question again. Which James Bond film features performances from Cassandra Harris and John Wyman? Why, man?
Why not? Harris.
Ooh, nice.
We're on number 30, right? So it is.
Mark is number
Mark
30.
was number 30. That is correct.
We have some of the last 5 people messaging me saying, man, we're 2.5 hours in.
1. Pens down. We're going to go to Cameron on this one.
Yeah, diamonds are forever.
Let's go to Zadius.
While stabbing in the dark, Skyfall.
Let's go to Mark.
Live and Let Die.
Let's go to Joe.
Yeah, dug deep for that one. Fiore's only.
Let's go to Robert.
I said diamonds are forever.
The answer for your
eyes only.
When in doubt, you guys like singing that song. We do.
Yeah.
It's
You guys like saying Live and Let Die. That's why I wrote that down.
Is Cassandra Harris the niece thing?
I don't remember.
That's what I guessed.
Would be quite
all right, Nick, what's the next question?
Your next question, penultimate of the round, comes in the category of American Spies. And the question is, name both actors who have played John Clark in the Jack Ryan series.
Sorry, I completely cut out.
Technical repeat. Your question again. Name both actors who have played John Clark in the Jack Ryan series.
Nick, there's someone backstage who was already out. Can he stay? Are we gonna have enough room?
Oh,
I don't mind if he does. I just want to know if we have enough room.
5,
4, 3.
Yeah, we're fine for now.
1. Okay, pens down. Let's go to, I want to say Zadius on this one.
I can only think of Morgan Freeman.
Okay, and let's go to Mark.
I think I was ready the fuck off. Say Kevin Costner and Scott Glenn.
Let's go to Joe.
Willem Dafoe and Leo Schreiber.
Robert.
Leo Schreiber, Willem Dafoe.
That's right.
Cameron.
No.
And that was it. So with that, Leo Schreiber, Willem Dafoe is correct. Joe leads with 4, Robert with 3, Mark with 2, Cameron and Zadius tied at 1 as we get into the final question of this round. Big one here in the category of Star Trek. Your question is, who replaces Captain Pike as captain once he surrenders to Nero in Star Trek 09?
Cool award behind you there, Tim.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's great.
There was a great award that we gave to someone here who didn't show up.
I didn't know I was
I
getting it.
know. You texted me that night, and I felt for you, buddy.
I forgot it was happening, and wasn't appropriately dressed, so I had to do a bit instead.
That's fair. Makes sense.
Or better, more elegant things than I could ever have said anyway.
One. Pens down. We're going to start with Mark.
Spock.
We're going to go to Joe.
Spock.
Robert.
Spock.
Cameron.
Spock.
And for all the money, Zadius.
Sorry, Cameron. Spock.
It happens.
Spock is correct. So Zadius with that knocks out both himself
Good job,
and Cameron Holtzman. Great job, Cameron and Zadius. Nick, let's take a second.
Sure.
Joe was number 2. He's still here as we get number 31 and 32.
Correct.
This is insane. Who are we bringing in, Nick?
Tim, we're going to bring in number 31 first. It's Javi Ned. And we'll follow it up with number 32. And I'm just going to say already, this man should buy a lottery ticket. He was last year. He's almost last this year. And then I did a fun redo. Like, what would happen if I did it again? And he came up last again. It's already knows.
I'm in trouble. I'm in danger.
You're in trouble?
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, you're in trouble. Sure.
All right, guys, your first question is going to come to you from Nicholas. Nick,
It is indeed. It's the category of DC. The question is, what is Superman's full human name in the DC Superman series?
This is up there with the deer one.
No. Come on.
Come on.
That would be dear.
Yeah.
5, 4,
The Colossus of Cloud.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Joe.
Okay.
Robert.
Clark Kent.
Mark.
I'm really scared there's a middle name there. Clark Kent.
I think it's Joseph. Weirdly enough. Let's go to Javi.
I was about to write Joseph just in case, but Clark Kent.
And Rue.
Is his name Clean Sweep? Clark Kent.
Clean Sweep is correct. Your next question is in the category of mixed bag. What actor can be found in the films Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit? Are you scared of the shadows?
Yes, especially when that shadow's name is Jack Pinchot. We call him the White Shadow.
The White Shadow. God, I hate that I knew what that was referencing. Oh my God. 5.
I watched that recently, and I don't play trivia anymore.
Repeat the question.
All right, it's going to be from Rue. Which actor can be found in the films Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, and Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit?
I know Joe's tired, sort of, but I'm tired as well.
It's fair. I'm also tired. Right, Tim?
Me too. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Robert.
He's almost my namesake, Kevin Costner.
Let's go to Mark.
Kevin Costner.
Javi.
I saw Turbo twice in theaters. Kevin Costner.
What is wrong?
I was way too young.
Let's go to Rue.
I overthought this way too much. I said Callum Moby.
And Joe.
Kevin Costner.
Kevin Costner is correct. So everyone has 2 except for Rue at 1. What is next, Nick?
Your third question of this round comes in the category of Star Wars. The question is, in Attack of the Clones, Gunray tells Dooku he is not signing his treaty until what happens?
I think I'm going to name my next child Gunray.
Yeah? That's cool. Good.
Not that I'm going to have another one, but maybe if I have a dog, maybe a cat. Gunray and Bucky.
That's a sitcom I would watch, Tim.
That's like an 80s cop movie.
Five.
I'm Ray and Bucky.
Ray and Bucky clean up the streets.
One. Pens down. Let's go to Mark.
I don't know. Said his droid's leading the booth. I don't even know who that is.
Javi.
I also don't know. I said Kenobi is killed.
Let's go to Rue.
Said Amidala is killed.
Let's go to Joe.
Padme is dead.
Yeah.
And Robert.
Makes sense.
I copied Joe and said Padme is dead.
Padme is dead. Amidala is killed. I would accept that as well. So Joe, Robert, both at 3. Everyone else at 2.
Indeed.
The next question is in the category of DreamWorks animation. White Shadow. Your question is, which DreamWorks film features a cast including Angelina Jolie, Peter Falk, and Renee Zellweger? Now every time we do mixed bag, all I'm gonna think of is White Shadow.
Mixed bag. Tim, I've sent the final link.
Whoa.
I know who it's to as well.
Whoa. I actually have no idea who it is off the top of my head. I've seen the list, but I have no idea. 5.
Thank you.
2. 1. Pens down. Let's go to Mr. Madden.
It's not a whale of a tail, I'll tell you, lad. It's a shark tail.
Let's go to Rue.
Shark Tail.
Joe.
Shark Tail.
Robert.
Shark Tail.
And Mark.
We're all sad people for knowing this. Shark Tail.
Yeah.
Some of you have wives, some of you don't. So, I mean, you're already golden. All right. So this is a huge question, Nick, as we get into it. The big question. You're going to ask it, Nick, and I'm so pumped. What is the category and the question?
Question number 100 coming at you. It's from Epic Adventures. And the question is, what is Willie's profession in Temple of Doom?
Hooray.
Shit's wild, then.
This is crazy.
I just want to say I love everybody here.
Yeah.
Of varying degrees.
I have mixed. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's varying degrees, but there's love there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. All right. Let's start with Rue.
Damn it. Actress.
Let's go to Joe.
Singer.
Robert.
I said singer.
Mark.
Really hope it's singer.
And Javi.
Anything goes, singer.
Singer is
Was an actress.
correct. Rue had the chance to clear 2 other people, but instead takes himself out, saving Mark Javi with that hit of
Mark and Javi can breathe.
Holy shit, Nick. I thought for sure we were bringing in the last 3 players on this one.
So was I.
But we are going to bring in those 3. Rue, feel free to stay backstage if you would like to, as we have the final 3 people here. Nick, who are we bringing in next?
Tim, we're going to bring in number 33, rookie last year. It's Igor Kosick.
Oh, nice.
Now it's a party.
Now it's
Wow.
This is where the fun begins.
All right, guys. We're going to go to your first question in this round. In the category of sci-fi icons. Your question is, which sci-fi icons film opens with a character drinking a substance that causes them to begin to disintegrate from the inside out?
This is crazy.
This has been very fun.
Indeed.
Although I kind of miss Brittany being like, White Shadow?
Yeah, you're right. Joe's too confident.
Yeah, every time he's like, even if he's wrong, boom.
Brittany at least makes us feel good where she's like, I don't know, is it Dame Judith Anderson? Yeah, Brittany, it is.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Joe.
Prometheus.
We're going to go to Robert.
Prometheus.
Mark.
Prometheus.
Javi.
Joe, remember when I said I always mix these 2 up? Alien Covenant.
And
Prometheus.
Prometheus is correct. Nick, what's next?
Your next question will come in the category of horror icons. Charles Cyphers plays which character in the first 2 Halloween films?
Your thoughts on the holiday of Halloween?
I liked it a lot more when I was younger, and then
I liked it when you dressed up as the slutty Michael Myers. That was fun.
Yep, that was a good time. Tim, big fan.
Yep.
No, liked it a lot when I was young. Then, like, between the ages of like 15 and 20, I was kind of like, and then it was really fun. And
hands down. Yeah, that's fair. Robert.
Sheriff Lee Brackett.
Ooh, word for word. Mark.
I knew it was a sheriff, but I said Sheriff Dale.
Oh, let's go to Javi.
I knew it was the sheriff. I didn't know if it was Brackett.
I would accept that. Let's go to Igor.
Sheriff Lee Brackett.
Everyone's spelling Lee correctly too. What the fuck? And Joe.
Sheriff Brackett.
Sheriff Brackett. Sheriff Lee Brackett is correct. Joe and Robert and Igor all at 2. Mark, Javi at 1. Your next question is in Worlds of DC. Patrick Morgan works for which country's government in Wonder Woman? Like I said earlier, I rewatched all the films in Worlds of DC. Although, while watching this film, I fell asleep because Ellie fell asleep on my chest. And then I passed out, and then I woke up, and the credits were rolling.
Okay, that happened to me a lot last night with the original Ocean's 11.
Terrible film. But
terrible.
4.
I can't believe I liked that film when I was in high school.
2.
I'm excited to watch it.
1. Pens down. We're gonna go to Mark.
Said England.
Let's go to Javi.
England.
Igor.
Sure hope this is acceptable. United Kingdom.
Oh my God. And Joe.
It's the UK government, so yeah, United Kingdom.
And Joe's like, it better fucking be.
I said England.
England or UK is acceptable, yes. So Nick, once again, I have Joe, Mark, or everybody. No, I'm sorry. I totally fucked up the score. Joe, Robert, and Igor are at 3. Thank you. I gave the wrong point. That's why I check these things. Mark, Javi at 2. What is the next question?
Your penultimate question of the round comes in the category of YA. Which vampire was once a Confederate general in the Twilight Saga? What's that? What were you just shooting?
I'm drinking some bourbon.
Oh, nice.
I have been since we had our last bathroom break.
That's fair.
My seltzer is out and I feel dry.
That's fair.
I wish I had another.
Anna, do we have any whiskey?
5.
How about any more raviolis?
Love some whiskey.
2. 1. Pens down. Javi.
Joe, remember when I asked you this question, Jasper?
Igor.
Sure hope I didn't erase the correct answer. I said Jasper.
Joe.
Jasper.
Robert.
Basil Rathbone's person, Jasper.
Mark.
I thought his real name was Jasper.
Jasper is correct. Clean sweep. Once again, we are in Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs land. Joe, Robert, Igor, all 1 away from a perfect round. Mark and Javi are down 1. Will this come to bite them? The final question of the round is in the category of Law and Order. And the question is, who composed the score for Rush Hour? I'm dying.
Sorry, Tim. I was putting my order for a whiskey on the rocks.
What are you getting? Are you going to string it straight?
Yeah, on the rocks.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I'm okay with that. What kind of whiskey? 5.
Forget. I don't know. It was a gift.
3, 2. Bring the bottle.
Question.
I heard a repeat from Mark.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
It doesn't.
Who composed the score for Rush Hour? I would like to see what you have.
I'm waiting. It is being brought to me by a very considerate person who didn't do very well today.
She's wonderful. Great girl. Lock that down. She watched White Shadow with you.
Yeah, she's just, yeah. You know, I really hope there's not a White Shadow question coming. We've talked about it a lot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to go to
Igor.
Also responsible for the Mission Impossible theme, Lalo Schifrin.
We are going to go to Joe.
Lalo Schifrin.
Robert.
Lalo Schifrin.
Mark.
Couldn't remember.
And Javi.
Mark, you and I are going down together. I said Eric Clapton. Thanks, guys.
Lalo Schifrin is correct. And Nick, what this means is Mark and Javi are out. But officially, Joe has made it to the final 5-person table. Could be a smaller table afterwards, depending on how this all shakes out. Let's not underplay the fact here, though, that Robert making it very far from his original number. I can't quite tell you what it was.
It was 20, Tim.
20, making it far, but Igor playing very well in his first round. So, okay, got 2 left. Bringing them in. This is going to be pumping. Nick, who do we got?
Tim coming in at number 34. Jim Green.
Jim.
Yeah. Like your liquor, I've been aged at sea. Thank you. Thank you. I'm here all 5 minutes. Thank you. Got it.
And Tim rounding us out. Number 35, one of the 5 people you see before you will be the winner. It's Bill Carriola.
I'm just as surprised as the rest of you. So.
Yeah, Bill.
All right.
This is a happy tape.
Kids.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never been this far into one of these.
Same Bill.
This is a fucking.
Bill and I set
What do I
already.
do?
All right, Nick, we could have a winner at the end of this.
We could, theoretically.
Or we could be moving on to another table with
More likely, yes.
smaller amount of people. What's the first question? You're giving it to us.
First question of this round will come in the category of the Wizarding World. The question is, what type of animal can Professor McGonagall transform into in the Sorcerer's Stone?
Or as people said earlier that live in America, Philosopher's Stone.
Lots of people said that. People, like Joe saying, yeah, sure, it's called that over there. But like some people, you're right.
John Marr said Philosopher's Stone.
He did.
Respect.
Well, he's a man of the world. So.
It's called respect, ladies and gentlemen. I think
He also was the only one right to get a question right about Halloween Ends.
I thought
true. He told me about
Stone
it.
was from the
Or did Joe
season
get it?
of The Flash, coincidentally also starring Draco Malfoy.
2, 1, pens down. That's true. We're going to start with Joseph.
Cat.
Robert.
Cat.
Igor.
A kitty cat.
Oh my God. Jim.
Cat.
And Bill.
Do you believe in miracles?
I do.
Cat is
Where you from?
Real cat.
your next question. Is in the category of Pixar.
Oh shit.
Who voices the main villain, Syndrome, in The Incredibles?
This is a lot of this book.
That's a great pour. I'm happy about it. That's actually probably you have ice, so that's probably about the same as what I got going on here.
Yeah, it's not like thick ice. Like it's just sort of.
Remember when Jay Burns tried to tell me about whiskey?
No.
Not a great night for me.
Yeah, you were very angry that night.
I was not pleased with me being trying to be schooled about whiskey.
That's like when
You
people
said
try to
that.
talk to me
It's like
about
my
bad
third
movies.
favorite passion. 5, 4, movies, my family, and whiskey. And yes, you heard that right. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
Would you like a chocolate covered pretzel, Jason?
Let's go to Igor.
Jason Lee.
Jim.
I wrote not Jason Lee.
They kind of. Let's go to Bill.
Kick-ass skateboarder, Jason Lee.
I did not know that. And Joe.
Pickle fuck. Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Jason Lee is correct. What's next, Nick?
Third question comes in the category of the MCU. Your question is, who plays the vice president's daughter who is missing her leg in Iron Man 3?
Jesus fuck.
I did not know this.
let's talk about something else, and then we.
Yeah, no, I'm totally like.
And Jim, if we could get both hands on screen, please, sir. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for staying up late.
You're beautiful. Don't change a thing.
I'm still like seasick, but on land. So this is great. My eyes hurt.
Were you on a? Oh, you were. You were on a cruise.
Yep.
It rocked the whole fucking time.
I'm sorry, Jim. I've experienced that shit.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Robert.
I went with Dora the Explorer, Isabel Merced.
That's weirdly close. They're interchangeable to me. Let's go to Igor.
I have no earthly idea.
Yeah, Jim.
What Igor said.
And Bill.
Amber Heard is a person, so I just
Oh,
wrote a random name.
I think Joe knows this weirdly. How do you know this? What is it?
I might be wrong. I think I've gone the wrong way with it. I know it's somebody else fandom. Is it Ariana Greenblatt?
Also, one of those young kids that's very interchangeable to me. The answer is Jenna Ortega.
Wow.
I did not know this. And also, Javi, fuck off. So,
well, I mean, he's backstage with Google.
Well, I was talking about
I
got him.
I fucking love you, Javi. I'm kidding.
Whatever. So the next question is going to come in the category of Jimmy B, James Bond. I should say also we're all tied up at 2 except for Jim at 1.
Correct.
The question is, Bond chases an assassin on motorcycles across rooftops in which James Bond film?
Yeah, no, that was one of those things that popped up like I was scrolling through Facebook or something, and it was like actors you didn't know were in the MCU, and I was like, no freaking way. And then we rewatched Iron Man 3.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
If I said to you that I got Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. confused,
No,
would you call me racist because they're both white?
I would not say. Sure would.
Just to be clear, 3.
You're very clear.
1.
Can I get a repeat?
Yes, you can. I heard it before I said pens down. Bond chases an assassin on motorcycles across rooftops in which James Bond film? Javi, also, I'm fucking with you. I love you. You're okay. I know. I like to push the button. But in all seriousness, Nick, if I were to say, no, I'm just kidding.
Good Lord.
But see, I had no fucking clue that was her until I got that question. That's
Wow.
nuts. I kind of want to go watch that movie now and skip.
It's wild. It's great.
That's crazy.
Honestly, same.
She's in there for like a scene, not even a scene, like a frame, but it's
And
like
she was like on Disney shows at the time. Like she was famous. Fine.
Looks like a picture in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Pens down. We're gonna start with Jim.
I think this is a Danny C movie, so I just said Skyfall.
We're gonna Bill.
I really hope, because I erased Tomorrow Never Dies for Skyfall.
Joe.
My wife confuses Buscemi and Christopher Walken all the time, but yeah, Skyfall.
We're gonna go to Robert.
Skyfall.
And Igor.
Let the sky fall.
Skyfall is correct. So here's the situation as we move into the final question. Everyone is tied up except for Jim is down 1. Lots can happen here on this question, Nick. Let's go to it. The question is going to come to you from Nicholas.
Indeed. The question's in the category of the criminal underworld. The question is, what is the name of the dog that John's wife gifted him in John Wick? If Jim hits this and anyone else misses, all of those people will be out unless everyone else misses. Then we will.
I don't know what you just said.
Everyone else heard me, right? Yeah.
Oh, and
I heard you, but
I
I
answered
don't.
last, don't I?
I think the comprehension was
I
the
answer
issue.
last. I'm number 5.
I think Jim
go
answers
Number
first.
5 will always love you.
I'm gonna repeat, please.
Okay, let's give you a repeat from Robert.
Question again. What is the name of the dog that John's wife gifted him in John Wick?
So what you said was if Jim hits but everyone else misses, we're moving on with everybody.
Yeah, but I also said if Jim hits and anyone else misses, all of those people will be out unless everyone misses.
Correct. Okay, I follow you now.
Which is the exact same words I said a second ago.
Well, Jim's probably gonna take me
A
out.
lot of moving parts.
I changed nothing.
I want to take some motherfuckers down. With
Hands
this.
down. Bill.
I hope I remember this right. Is it Daisy?
Joe.
Daisy.
Robert.
I got it wrong. Is that Angel?
Igor.
Daisy.
And Jim.
I wrote the name of my second favorite duck, Daisy.
Daisy is correct. And so Nick, with that, Jim takes out Robert. Jim and Robert are out. And that's a fantastic game for Robert.
Absolutely.
Has been here since number 20. Wow.
That was we can confirm that if Joe wins, Robert is your MVP.
Yes, we can confirm that.
But if Igor or Bill win, Joe.
That's not going to happen.
Although we've always said we're confirming things and then been wrong, so maybe we just wait.
Okay, sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh my God.
Although Robert, we're pretty sure.
Yeah,
Robert,
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm clearly not supposed to be here.
The three of you are what's left. We're gonna move on. Your next question. New set of 5. Your first question's coming in American Spies. Who directed The Bourne Supremacy?
This is like when you go into the city and you go to the store, you go clothes shopping, you go to Macy's, but they don't have everything you need, so you go to Super Macy's. Sorry.
You thought about it and you were like, not my best work.
It's no lucha, let me tell you that.
5, 4.
Is anybody else's heart sweating?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hands down. Joe.
Paul Greengrass.
Igor.
Paul Greengrass.
And Bill.
How the hell did I remember Paul Greengrass's name?
Paul Greengrass is correct.
What is happening today?
Your next question comes in the category of DC. Your question is, while trapped and under pressure, what type of object does steel have to throw through a hole in the fence in steel?
I'm sorry, you cut out in part of that.
Technical repeat. Question again. While trapped and under pressure, what type of object does steel have to throw through a hole in the fence in steel? I don't know what to say. Well, the Packers are on the Super Bowl right here.
It's possible.
Packers win the Super Bowl. Woo! Sorry. Just an old MST3K
4,
joke.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Igor.
Clearly, it's a basketball because jokes. No, a grenade.
Bill.
I just said a ball. I don't remember.
And Joe.
A train track.
Grenade. Is the correct
Nice.
answer.
And the joke is that he can't shoot a free throw. Yeah.
Igor.
That's all I remember about that movie.
Oh, I remember other stuff.
Igor goes up 1 point, and Nick, that means that he's in the lead.
Correct.
Joe and Bill tied at 1. The next question is in the category of Star Trek. Kirk takes the shuttle to the Enterprise for the first time alongside who in Star Trek The Motion Picture?
Is it whom? Do you think that's a whom moment?
Ask Anna. She would know better than me.
Anna, who or whom? She said what? That wasn't it.
I hate this fucking
Whom if it's an
movie.
object, who if it's a person? You're saying words, I don't know what they mean.
5.
Goes who if it's this? Yeah, object for subject. That's what she said. I don't know what that means anymore.
Hands down. Bill.
Scotty?
Joe.
Scotty.
Are you fucking serious?
Igor.
I was between 2, but I said Bones.
Scotty is correct. And we are all tied up again. 2-2.
This is wild.
Next question, Nick.
Comes in the category of Star Wars.
Shit.
The question is, who voices Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars?
Well, what's that one dude?
But yes, who versus. So I think that one was a whom. Go ahead and change it now. There we go. Now it's like it never happened.
5, 4, 2, 1. Pens down. We're gonna start with Bill for dramatic purposes.
I don't remember. So I know Arnold Taylor Thomas, some shit like that, is a voice actor name. I don't remember if that's actually it. So
A really good guess for someone who doesn't fucking know. Joe.
Matt Lanter.
Oh.
And Igor.
Matt Lanter.
That is correct, but the round isn't over. Igor and Joe tied at 3, Bill at 2. The final question of this round, it's in the category of Marvel. And the question is, which Marvel film features an elite group called the Blood Pack?
I don't know if it's because I'm nervous or because there's whiskey in me, Tim, but I'm getting a little warm. I think that's the whiskey. But still, this is tense.
I also love everyone, so I'm very warm with love.
Oh, that's weird.
5, 4,
just put the cap on this now.
2, 1. Pens down.
Start with
We
Joe.
start with Bill for dramatic purposes.
Sure. Blade? I don't know.
There go Joe.
Blade 2.
God damn it!
And Igor.
Great movie. Blade 2.
Blade 2 is correct. So Joe and Igor survive. Bill leaves the pack.
Well, this is glorious.
And we are down to our final 2 players. And it's Joe and Igor. This is nuts. So we move in.
The rookie and the rookie.
5 questions, guys. Normal rules for this whole thing still applies. 1 repeat per question, 1 repeat per round, and no challenges allowed. So let's get into it. Your question is going to come to you from Nick.
Your first question comes in the category of creature features. Question is, who plays John Hammond in Jurassic Park?
This might be a bloodbath.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, dude, this is wild. I don't know how this is going to go. Anna swipes in at 36, wins the whole thing.
Out of nowhere.
She was like, I'm worried I'm going to do good because everyone's going to think that, like, you told me the answers. And I was like, Anna.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Joe.
Richard Attenborough.
Igor.
Good thing I didn't mix him up with his animal speaking brother, Richard Attenborough.
That's correct.
Former president of Chelsea Football Club.
The next question is in DreamWorks Animation. In Ruby Gilman, Teenage Kraken, Ruby belongs to what specific club in school?
You are just enunciating all over the place.
When we get to this deep into this type of event, I get very intense.
I see that. Is it because you get equally as deep in your glass?
Well, this is my second pour of bourbon. So.
After 2 rum and cokes.
Yeah, I haven't had any beer either.
Mm.
No Miller Lite.
We had a party here, and we were hoping to get rid of all our alcohol, and everyone brought us alcohol. And I was like, can you
1, hands down. That's what always happens. Igor, we're going to start with you.
Didn't want to burn a repeat. Photography.
Joe.
Algebra.
I don't think we can take that. The answer is mathletes. Mathletes is the specific name of the group. We did ask specifics. So unfortunately, both will miss. We say tied. And Nick, what's next?
Your third question comes in the category of mixed bag. Which James Bond film ends with Bond jumping into a pool off a balcony to catch up to the woman who helped him defeat the main villain?
They both like this shit.
Yeah. I became a fan at one point of certain.
I like less than I dislike.
That's good.
But the ones that I like a lot. 5.
Congratulations.
4, 3.
Take a
2.
repeat.
All right, that's going to be the first repeat from Igor.
Question again. Which James Bond film ends with Bond jumping into a pool off a balcony to catch up to the woman who helped him defeat the main villain? That is the only repeat for Igor.
I'm very nervous.
Me too.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pen's down. I drop my pen. Yeah. Igor, we're going to start with you for dramatic purposes.
License to Kill.
Joe.
License to Kill.
That is correct. 2-2. Your next question is in Disney animation. Who voices Ariel in The Little Mermaid?
Shit's nuts.
I have so many things I want to say, but I'm going to save it for the post-match.
As you should.
Venom. I'm going to get that Venom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Joe, we'll go to you.
Jody Benson.
Igor.
Yeah, that's it.
Jody Benson is correct. Here's the situation. We're going to the final question here. Joe needs to miss and Igor needs to hit in order for Igor to move on. If Joe hits at all, it's over and Joe wins. If Igor hits and Joe misses, we'll move on to another 5 questions.
Indeed.
Your question is going to come to you from Nick.
The category is Epic Adventures. Your question is, what is the name of the ship that the Flying Dutchman and Black Pearl work together to destroy, commanded by Beckett in Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End? I will say no.
I'm sweating.
Me too.
When I tell Ellie that I missed time to do stuff like this,
She'll be okay with it.
she's going to hate me as a father.
She'll be okay with it. I understand.
I love her anyway. She's very cute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We are going to start with Igor for dramatic purposes.
It's one of 2. HMS Endurance.
And Joe.
It's one of the 2. Providence.
And your winner of the 2024 Fandom Last One Standing is Joe Farrelly, making it all the way from number 2 all the way up. The answer was actually the Endeavor. The Endeavor. Igor was so close to hitting it. He went to the board right away. He was on the right track.
Yeah.
And Nick, I have so many thoughts, so much to say. But this was an insane Last One Standing. If we thought last year was great, Joe came to the plate. But not only Joe, like there's so many things, like people here that played fantastic across the board. Robert Kastner, I think, has to be applauded. I think he played great. Holtzman played fantastic. Jim, I liked Jim coming in at the end there. That was great.
Matthew Chen had a sick run. Jacoby lasted 4 or 5 rounds.
Dylan, this was great. But Joe coming in at number 2, making a record statement here. Absolutely bonkers. And I have things I want to ask him.
Great, bring him in.
Let's do it. Joe, you just played for 3.5 hours, man.
Yeah.
You just played for 3.5 hours straight. And Nick normally does the post-match stuff. I will let him ask you some questions. But before we do that, I just want to know. You've won a title shot. You using it right away like Brittany did last year? Or are you waiting?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, because when it's getting the number changed the plans slightly, but I don't know, because I think so. I think so. But I've got a little breakaway for a few days in a couple of weeks. Actually going to be, didn't know this at the time, I'm going where they filmed the wall scenes in Stardust, which is cool.
Nice, that's cool.
Just a little break. I don't know. I think so. I think it's going to come pretty quick. 3.5 hours, I think. At least sleep on it once.
Absolutely. Joe, I think you could sleep on it. I think we'll find out by the end whether or not you choose to use it. But you lasted 24 rounds, which was the amount of rounds that were in the last one standing. You got 11 perfect rounds throughout those 24 rounds. There's going to be comparisons made, so I'll just start now. Brittany had a killer performance last year. Didn't think it could be topped.
19 rounds.
19 rounds. Think you just topped it. You two are insane. You two are probably the two best players of all time in Fandom. Absolutely. And we joke about Brittany getting mad when she loses. Like when Abel took the belt, we were like, Brittany's on a tear. She's getting perfect games against people. I think you just showed you have that capability as well. So it could be Brittany. You could wait till later. You could use it in team. You could wait till later. Maybe someone else has the belt. You could use it in teams. You have lots of things to do with this. I don't even know if you'll need it if you continue to play like this.
Oh yeah, I just like the dramatic purposes.
Correct. Yes, you did lots of dramatic purposes. Joe, talk to us. How are you feeling after this long performance?
Yeah. Obviously, it feels great. I think I said to Tim, I think after and to you and Tim, after I lost to Brittany in the contenders match at the end of last year, I said, the one thing I haven't won is Last One Standing, and that would be quite nice to just add to the sort of the team title and the singles title. So that feels good. It was a bit of an effort to get to. If I look at the letterbox list now, it does say 100%, and that's seen and notes taken. That may have benefited from some old categories and some stuff that was geek before being added, stuff like Indiana Jones, TMNT, stuff that I had notes on from geek stuff. Kind of helped a little bit, but there was I'd only seen the six of the Fast and the Furious movies once, so that was a whole new way for me to go. And the Ocean's movies, two new ones that I hadn't seen before. Forget that other one. John Wick was great fun to study, really great fun. So yeah, I think the fact that the build-up was enjoyable.
We aim for fun.
True. Yeah. I mean, I spoke at the awards about it was enjoyable, but then there was 2 Jaws movies and a Fast 9 that maybe not so enjoyable, but this was great. I enjoyed it a lot, and I'm tired.
That's so fair. Joe, I think this performance will be one that'll go down in history. I think it'll be remembered for quite a long time. So congratulations. We'll check back in with you, see what's going on with the shop. But now you got it, so hold on to it. And Tim, I can confirm we have an MVP. He is still here. If you camera on, show us that you're still here. I guess I should say, yeah, he's still here. We can bring in Robert Kastner. Robert, it was you and Joe for a while, and you two were taking out a couple of people at a time. They were maybe lasting 2 or 3 rounds, but they just couldn't get past the two of you. And even when you went out, it was on a hell of a performance from Jim Green and an even better performance from all the people that were on the table. Insane stuff. You lasted 11 rounds with 4 perfect rounds in there. Insane stats. People have won the Last One Standing before with worse stats than that. So Robert, crazy shit. You won yourself. Yeah, Tim did that. You've won yourself a contender match.
Tracks.
How are you feeling about the match today overall?
It's a little bittersweet because last year I was a round away from being the MVP, and I always say I missed it by 1 word on a Blade question, and playing along with it at the end, I could have made I couldn't have beat Brittany or Rue, but I could have made it to the end and got the MVP. This one's a little bittersweet because playing along in the back, I would have won that last table because I got 4 of the 5 because I knew mathletes. I didn't know the fucking Pirates Championship. but I didn't know mathletes. So I was, it's a little bittersweet because I could have taken that away from Joe, and then Joe could have been sad about not doing the one thing he never did, but I couldn't do it because I couldn't remember John Wick's dog's name, which is sad. But I got really close on Isabel Merced and Jenna Ortega, so I'll take that as a thing. But no, it's great.
Maybe the hardest question of the whole event.
Might have been the hardest. That or the lady who played the Vulcan High Priestess.
The lady, yeah.
Search for Spock was pretty hard. But no, it's great. I was rooting for Joe because, like, if I would have went that long and then Igor came in and snatched it, I would have been kind of pissed off. So I'm kind of happy Joe won.
Absolutely. Well, Robert, you've got a contender match. Obviously, we'll talk plans, things like that. You lean in any certain way? You're obviously in a singles picture right off the bat. It's going to be a little bit before we see Rule of Two back in a title picture. You could change some things with this thing. Which one are you leaning towards?
I have a thought of where I'm leaning, but I don't want to reveal too much for the sake of drama. So
love dramatic purposes.
It loves dramatic purposes. Yeah.
Lean into place, but I'm not going to reveal it yet.
Good shit. Well, Robert, congratulations on a very, very impressive performance. Honestly, would probably be the performance, if Joe wasn't here from the beginning. So crazy shit happened today, Tim. And yes, like you said, it should not be lost that several other people who may not have won also performed very well. You have Holtzman in there for 4 rounds.
Yeah.
You had Jacoby at the beginning. You had Matthew Chen surprising a lot of people. You had Dylan Van Thine surprising a lot of people. Anna got a question right. A lot of shit happened.
No, that's true. I'm glad you named all those people. I wouldn't want any of them to be upset that we didn't give them the award after doing a full thing. But, this was a lot of fun. I think that Robert earned his MVP. I think Joe winning, big for him. And honestly, I know I left off with it from the get-go. And I wanted to put the pressure on Joe to find out what he's doing. But I think we'll probably call him in a couple days. We'll see what he was feeling. Go take a break, and then we'll see what he's feeling. But I'm looking forward to it. Robert being secrety, I love it. I think this is great. This was a great event. I think every Last One Standing has always turned out fantastic as far as like the production of everything goes. Nick, you did a fantastic job writing this one this year. All the people coming to play. This might have been 3.5 hours. Went off without a hitch. You guys are fantastic. Thank you to all the players. Thank you to the admins behind the scenes. Thank you to Nick for writing. As I said, thank you to Anna for supporting Nick through these trying times. I have been Tim. We're going to see you guys later on with the rest of the 2024 Fandom fight season. I'm super looking forward to it. We'll see you then.
That'd be crazy.
Bye.